When the sun goes down, our love starts to rise. For the boys in blue and orange, a fire in our eyes. We are Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. We're the ones who bleed that copper and blue. Me and my crew, yeah, believing in you. Oilers after dark.
Shot from Nurse, Kapanen able to field the rebound, settle it down, and give it up for Dickinson. He'll take it hard to the hole with a backhander in front, and a save made by Knight. Rebound available to Blue Paint. Still loose. Knight reaching and finally puts it to rest.
It's the tip by not much, but good work down low by the Dickinson line. A nice little spinorama to find that pass on the backhand right through to Kapanen. And then Trent Frederick just keeps jamming away here in loose puck. I mean, he had one or two good whacks at it. You could see Kaiser trying to take him away. The only way you can learn it, you got to learn it on the fly.
Trip coming against Chicago. Emerson is shot off the goalpost. 2 bars in. Drive by Wallman and a save made by Spencer Knight.
No possession entry. Beautiful pass to get this across. And Emerson ring
with Savoy. McDavid, however, had it hacked free by Ryan Green. A reload for Edmonton. McDavid powering his way to the net. Stopped by Knight. McDavid tried to center, stolen away. And this is a shorthanded chance for Teuvo Teravainen. Off to Slaggert. He's in. He shoots, and it's over the net. Slaggert unable to hit the net, shorthanded. What a chance for Chicago. Goes by the boards. McDavid back into the zone.
Hyman out there now.
Hyman, Savoy working to free it up for McDavid. Wallman to Nugent Hopkins. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Another stop on Savoy. Henry tracked by Rinzel, who muscles him off the puck. Kapanen forces a bad pass. Shot point blank by Dickinson. And a tough save made by Spencer Knight.
But he's fast, and he's looking. Nice pass up the ice to find him.
McDavid, beautiful dish to the net. A denial by Spencer Knight against Podkolzin. 1 minute to go in the period. Good chance for Edmonton right after Chicago's opportunity. Now Connor Bedard. Hawks have just not hit the net nearly often tonight. Nazar, and here's a shot by Bedard and a save made by Jarry. Oilers 2 for 26 over their last 10. The Hawks 1 for their last 28. Here's Bertuzzi hard to the hole. Bounced off his stick, came to Nazar, and he could not hit the net. Might have been deflected. One-timer off the post. Frundell looking for his second NHL goal, missed by an eyelash. Tucks for Tyler Bertuzzi. Kane free, and all of a sudden a short-handed chance. Heading for the net, Kapanen. Denied. Spencer Knight got it with a blocker. But the Hawks chop it out towards center. And now a spin, a dish, Bedard, a shot, and a kick save made by Tristan Jarry. And Knight's still not ready.
Beautiful pass by Lardis as he gets this one across. And for Bedard, he has that time to pick, tries to go up over the blocker, and just a good positional save. He's out at the edge of the blue paint. And I think Jarry knows that Wallman's going to get there, so he can be aggressive.
Nazar backhands one touch. Donato, but a nice play by Nurse. It leads to a breakaway. Adam Henrique, backhander, score! On the rebound! Adam Henrique with his first goal in 51 games! 1-0, Edmonton!
He's had some great chances to get off the schneid. Goalless in his last 50. Put up a couple assists in the last 6 games, though, and he's had some good looks. Beautiful pass once again up the ice. Just a little tiny backhand that finds him in motion. First one stopped. Second one he jams home on the backhand side, and it's a big one for Edmonton to get off the schneid.
Bertuzzi, another hard rim around the boards to Crevier. McCann, stolen away by McDavid. Another breakaway. McDavid in on Soderblom, a shot denied. Vlasic got back to cut off the angle. Soderblom, and he gives up the go-ahead goal, but had to stare to this one down.
Yeah, this is a nice save, and you could see Vlasic just to the right closing in, and he took the right line. That's the most important. If he tries to come straight back to the...
Bouchard McDavid. Bouchard gives it back. Connor McDavid to the net. Savoy rattles home. Banked it off for Chicago player. And for Matt Savoy, it's a goal, his fourth in 5 games, that puts Edmonton up 2-0.
1-0 game. Chances at both ends, but again, just a nice little give and go twice between McDavid and Bouchard, and then it's attack. Once McDavid gets his puck back, the second time, he goes from high to low aggressively, hard pass down to Savoy, and this is all in one motion. He wraps this puck around and jams it in. Gets a little bit of a bounce, but because he takes it there aggressive.
And it's taken away by McCabe, and here's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Bouchard back, Ryan Green, to McCabe, denied! Tristan Jarry. Savoy with an interception, McDavid a drop, and then Colson a little behind Savoy with that pass.
It's not. He's in a perfect spot to let that shot go.
Ekholm a steal. Now McDavid again, challenging, ditching. Quick shot, score! Savoy second of the period.
Down the ice, but again, in the neutral zone, watch this. Just a quick step up by Ekholm. You talked about Nurse earlier in the game on the transitional play, holding that line. And then a beautiful little backhand pass threaded right through to Savoy. Quick elevation.
Similar to the play where Nurse triggered one going the other way. This time
is using their coach's challenge to determine if the play was offside.
He did make a move right on the line, McDavid. If you watch, he brings this puck and then he goes from right to left as soon as he comes across the line. Question now is, does he have control of this puck?
he's dragging it across.
Might need to take another look or two at that one. I mean, it is him that has the puck on the stick. And I mean, the old Rick Nash. Remember Rick Nash used to come in.
Back his way in.
Back his way into the offensive zone.
Pretty quick determination. Here's Garrett Rank with a ruling.
After coach's challenge video review, it was determined that at 2:28,
there we made the initial stop. Save made, and then steps in.
I'll try to just kind of zip that little blocker.
70 seconds. Goals!
Here what they needed him from Tristan Jarry. Good performance by him. 2 wins in a row.
Henrique, he's in all alone, the backhand, scores! Adam Henrique makes it 1-0 Edmonton.
To the left wing point for Bouchard, off the boards for McDavid, to Bouchard, goes to the middle of the ice, to McDavid down the left, into the corner, Savoy, scores! Matt Savoy jammed it to the net, that hit something and went in, and it's 2-0 Edmonton. Caravainen on the left wing to the corner, and Murphy will get it out, up the right wing, got it to center to Dickinson, now to Podkolzin, scores! Vasily Podkolzin gets the empty netter and puts the Oilers up 3-1.
And welcome back, everybody. Bob Stauffer with you. Rogers Game Night, courtesy of Rogers. This is our Game Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. The Bakersfield Condors are up 2-1 after 1. In Ontario, Roby Yarventi and Sam Poulin, who fought Jacob Doty in tonight's game, has scored since coming back from the scrap, so good for him. Edmonton Oil Kings need to win tomorrow in Saskatoon to stave off elimination. They're down 3-2 to the Saskatoon Blades. If they win in Toontown tomorrow, they'd play Game 7 Monday night here at Rogers Place. They lost last night at home by a score of 4-2. They're down several players with injuries. New York Rangers 4-1 over Detroit. Minnesota beats the Ottawa Senators 4-1. Colorado shuts out Dallas 2-0. Those two teams, the two best defensive teams in the NHL. Tampa Bay 3-1 victory over Boston. Pittsburgh pounds Florida by a score of 9-4. I think that might have eliminated Florida officially from the playoffs. Winnipeg comes back for a 2-1 win in Columbus. Canadians a 4-3 shootout victory over New Jersey. Washington all over Buffalo 6-2. Doesn't matter. The Buffalo Sabres have made the playoffs for the first time in 14 years. Awesome for that organization and their great fans. Carolina beats the Islanders 4-3. Utah wallops Vancouver 7-4. Canucks have won 8 regular season games all year at home. That's it, 8. It's a tough year. Later tonight, Calgary in Anaheim. Nashville at San Jose and Chicago at Seattle. Of course, this game between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game. Whatever life brings, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. And we will also tell you that Legacy Heating and Cooling brings you who's hot and who's not. Legacy Heating and Cooling. And Connor McDavid is on a 6-game point streak for the Edmonton Oilers. He has got 5 goals and 6 assists, 6 goals and 5 assists over those 6 games. With the games completed today, McDavid is 1 point up on Nikita Kucherov. They each got 6 games left to play, and 4 points up on Nathan McKinnon, who has 7 games left to play. There we go. By the way, Evan Bouchard has a 9-point lead on Zach Werenski, with 6 games left to play for Evan and 5 games left for Werenski. There you go. 11 and a half minutes to face off, and this is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Quick Pizza 73 out-of-town update for you. In a wild one down in Los Angeles, William Nylander missed a breakaway in overtime, and the Kings came back and won by a score of 7-6. They've only won 19 games in regulation all season, but they are trying to work their way into the 8th spot, in the 7 or 8 spot in the Western Crop. Probably the 8th spot, because it pretty much looks like Utah is going to end up claiming a spot. We got about 5 minutes here to spend with our Inside the Game analysts. Rob Brown. Rob?
Well, it's funny. I was giggling at you because my television up here is about 10 seconds ahead of yours. So you're going, Nylander's going to score. And I'm like, well, he's already missed. Yeah. And LA has come back and scored the other way.
He's really good on breakaways, too, Rob.
He's incredible on breakaways. I wouldn't have bet the house, but I certainly would have put a sizable bet on him, make it score in that one. It's funny, you just talked that LA is not going to get Utah, and they're not. But the importance of this game tonight for the Vegas Golden Knights, LA might not catch Utah, but if the Vegas Golden Knights lose in regulation to the Oilers tonight, then all of a sudden, LA is 3 points behind Vegas with a game in hand.
Yeah.
So the Vegas Golden Knights, this is a big game for everyone, obviously. And the Oilers, it'd be nice to win a division, have home ice for the first 2 rounds. Not that it matters. That's always nice to have. But they are comfortably in the playoffs. If Vegas loses in regulation, they are very close to being out of the playoffs. Having said that, if Vegas Golden Knights win the night's game in regulation, they're 1 point out of division lead with 5 games left in the season. It's amazing how close this division and this conference is. So the Vegas Golden Knights are not going to get a better opportunity playing against an Oilers team without Hyman and Leon. That is huge. I mean,
Rob, there's 550 goal scorers in the last 3 seasons. The Oilers have 2 of them, and neither of them are playing tonight.
It's a big loss. And the Oilers' biggest weapon over the last 4 or 5 years has been their power play, and 2/5 of their power play is not playing in tonight's hockey game, and the power play has gone cold as of late because of the loss of Leon Draisaitl, and now it's even compounded by the loss of Zach Hyman. So the Vegas Golden Knights know the importance of this game, but the one thing that we've seen as of late, the Edmonton Oilers have found their game. They found the game that they've used the last 2 long playoff runs. They know what they're capable of doing. They've dialed it in, and the way they're playing now allows you to play without certain players in your lineup, because you don't need to outscore your mistakes and win a game 6-5. The others are playing the brand of hockey right now that they can win a 3-2 hockey game, and the lineup they have tonight has no problem scoring 3 or 4 goals for the Oilers. So a good test for the Oilers, but this is certainly a much bigger game for the Vegas Golden Knights.
So Torts, as he likes to be known as, John Tortorella comes in. They do have 2 victories. They're against Vancouver and Calgary. Now, Calgary's a tough out at home, but they haven't been very good on the road all year, and they've not been able to score all season. Vancouver can't win at home, but they're just mailing it in anyways.
Well, actually, Vancouver's not. I mean, they walked in and hammered Colorado the other night.
They hung on for dear life.
Yeah, but they still scored 8 goals in a hockey game.
Against the best defensive team in the NHL.
So, I mean, it's one of those things when you allow a team that's out of the playoffs, allow them to hang around, their interest gets piqued, and all of a sudden in the third period, they become a very interested hockey club because they don't win very often. Well, here's an opportunity. If you put those teams down early, well, all of a sudden you have a 5-1 or a 6-1 type victory. So the Vegas Golden Knights, I don't know. I think what you're trying to say is we don't know what this Vegas team is under Torts because they haven't played a real team yet. They haven't played a playoff caliber team. Well, they're going to see one tonight. He's come in and he shook things up. The Vegas Golden Knights for the last number of years, Mark Stone and Jack Eichel have been line mates, and usually with Barbashev, and it has been an excellent line. He's switched that line up, and now Mitch Marner's playing with those two players, and Mitch Marner has a 5-point night last game. So it'll be interesting to see how he employs his players tonight. Vegas is much better than their record shows, just like we say the Oilers are. This would be a very, very exciting first-round matchup, but Vegas had the same problems that the Oilers had, where they couldn't get a save. The Oilers finally have found goaltenders to make saves for them. I'm not sure the Vegas Golden Knights yet have.
Well, Rob, now I'm going to give you the stat this year, so here it is. The Vegas Golden Knights have had, according to HockeyReference.com, 26 quality starts and 76 starts this year. That is 34.2%. To put things in perspective, Connor Ingram for Edmonton, he's had 25 starts this year. 16 have been quality starts. That is 64%, which is better than the average number one goaltender in this league.
Well, he's been very, very good. And we see what the Oilers are when they get good goaltending. They're a very, very good hockey club, and they've been getting it with consistency as of late. I thought the last game the Oilers played against the Chicago Blackhawks, I thought they were loose. I thought they were loose defensively. Gave up too many odd man breaks, too many breakaways. They are going to have to be tighter tonight against the Vegas Golden Knights team, and I believe they will. Sometimes you play a team lower in the standings, you don't play with the same type of focus. I believe they will be focused in this hockey game.
Let's go to LaFord. Keys to the game brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Well, 2 keys to me. One is the Oilers' power play, which has not been effective lately. Has to be tonight. When you're missing, as you said, 250 goal scorers out of your lineup, your 5-on-5 game is productive, but your power play's got to be a factor in this hockey game. And the other one, and you pointed it out, this Vegas Golden Knight team does not get quality goaltending. So shoot off and shoot from everywhere. If he lets in a bad goal because you're shooting from bad angles, there will be a sag on the Vegas Golden Knight bench.
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. More with Rob Brown and Brendan Escott during the first and second intermission. Rob Brown will join us post-game as well. Ken Moon is ready to go. He's jacked, he's pumped, he's stoked. It is the Vegas Golden Knights and the Edmonton Oilers, live from Rogers Place. Up next on 40 Oilers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
It's game on at City Ford.
With a highlight reel lineup of Ford favorites, save up to $10,000 on Escapes and Bronco Sports, and up to $8,500 on full-size Broncos.
Plus $19,000 on F-150s, and 0% financing options are available on 2026 Ford F-150s.
Score a playoff push caliber deal today, and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is OilCountry. With the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's the Edmonton Oilers. It's the Vegas Golden Knights here at Rogers Place. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. And the starting lineup is brought to you by Coventry Homes. Check out the newest fan cave in Kristalina Nera, or any Coventry show home for a chance to win Oilers prizes. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For Edmonton up front, Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and St. Albert's Matt Savoy. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. And goal, it's Connor Ingram. For the Golden Knights, Jack Eichel with Brett Howden and Pavel Dorofeev. On defense, Noah Hannafin, Erasmus Anderson, Sherwood Parks, Carter Hart starts in net. The referees are Kendrick Nicholson and John McIsaac. Caleb Apperson and David Brisbois are on the lines. We're ready to go here at Rogers Place. The Edmonton Oilers, for the fourth time this year, taking on the Golden Knights. Oilers have won the previous three matchups. The puck gets to center ice, off a skate and into the Edmonton bench. And we'll get another center ice face-off 7 seconds in.
So Chris Knobloch not shying away from a hard matchup here. McDavid against Eichel to start the game. To me, that will likely mean that Dickinson will go up against the Mitch Marner line.
Marner with 5 points last game in that 6-3 win over Calgary. It's in the skates of Dorofeev, right in front of the Vegas bench. Dumped in by Nugent-Hopkins. It goes in behind the Vegas net. Nugent Hopkins spun Rasmus Anderson around. The puck along the boards, top of the circle. Nugent Hopkins is passed to the point, hit a skate. It sits in the slot, and Eichel will get control. To Hanifin on the left wing. Out through the middle off the stick of Dorofeev. That'll roll right to Ingram. Sweeps it to the right wing corner. Bouchard on the boards to Savoy. Into the middle of the ice for Nugent Hopkins. Back into his own end. And Bouchard will stop in behind the net.
More aggressive forecheck already here for Vegas under John Tortorella.
Dickinson will dump it in. Hart sets it. Through the middle is Marner. We'll get it out to center for Stone. Lifts it up. Glove down by Murphy. Now to Nurse. Nurse across to Connor. Murphy's got to hurry. He's being pressured on the play by Marner. And there's a penalty coming up. This could be a holding call against Connor Murphy. Just a minute and 9 seconds into the scoreless first period. Vegas gets the first power play.
Well, there's one where the forecheck's a little different. Forced the play, and now Murphy goes off. And Vegas, they've got pretty good special teams. Sixth in the league in the power play at 24.2%. Edmonton 22nd in the league in PK at 77.8%.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. So Vegas with a chance on the power play early in this one. Face off to the right of Connor Ingram. He played on Tuesday, a 3-0 win over Seattle, made 27 saves. Hurdle to take the draw.
And he's a good face-off at 58% this year.
Well, he won that one. Marner has it in the middle, left side to Eichel. Towards the net, a shot save made by Ingram. Puck goes to the blue line, kept in by Marner, and nope, the mask of Ingram had become dislodged.
And I thought Stone got a stick up there, too.
So it'll be another face-off in the Edmonton zone. Yeah, Eichel's shot caught him up high. Okay. Puck goes to Marner, gets to the middle of the ice, to the right, a shot. He was looking for a redirection from Hurdle. He could not get his stick on it.
He did, it was in the net.
That's right. Puck to the left wing point. Marner wasn't quite there, and Vegas has to regroup.
It's a 5-forward power play unit for Vegas.
To Eichel on the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. To the blue line to Marner. To Eichel. Top of the circle, a shot. Didn't get a lot on it. It gets blocked, and getting it all the way down the ice is Ty Emberson. Hart will set it to Marner. Marner at his own line can swing it back to Eichel. Up the right wing, got it in over the line, comes in front to Hurdle. He never got a shot away. Pulled it right in front of the Edmonton net, never shot it. The puck to the left wing point.
What a great stretch pass.
Eichel has it on the left wing. Eichel left wing corner. Up to the top of the circle, spins back to the corner. Still has it, steps out a bit, changes his angle, pass through the middle, goes right through the slot, and it comes out to center. 40 seconds left to go in the penalty to Murphy. Scoreless in the first. We're 2.5 in as Edmonton hosts the Golden Knights. Rasmus Anderson up to center ice. He'll shoot it in. He's got points in 3 straight. Dumps that in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse around the boards. Doesn't get it out past Anderson. And then the pass by Howden. That one goes off of Savoy. He steals down the left wing. He jams it on net, and a save made by Hart.
That'll love Matt Savoy's speed there.
Theodore had to go off his stick. Barbashev will bring it in. Can drop it. Theodore into the middle to Howden. He's on the right wing point. Howden into the slot. Penalty is over. Back to the line. Shot by Theodore wide of the net. Came off the back boards. And Barbashev could not slam it in. And the puck cleared out by Savoy.
Pretty good power play from Vegas.
Vegas over 1 with a man advantage. As Dowd in his own end to Hanifin.
But they got some looks.
Yep, he did. Hanifin up the left wing. Off the stick of Colasar. Now Dowd on the left side. Wanted to get it to the middle for Riley Smith. It goes top of the circle, though. McDavid up to the line and able to get it out to center ice. Hanifin across to McNabb. McNabb at center. Shoots it in off the corner boards. Murphy Pushes it up the right side. It gets into the skates of Roslovic. He had Hannafin on him. And Murphy will get it out up in the air. Bouncing puck into the Vegas zone. McDavid after it in the left wing corner. McDavid with points in 6 straight. Comes up to the line. Echoma's shot. Blockered away by Hart. McNabb on the right. Top of the circle. Doesn't get it out. Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid. Now to Nugent-Hopkins. To the left wing point. Echoma's shot. Just directed wide off the stick of Roslovic. And Stone will get it high in the air and out. Bouchard has it at his own blue line. Through the middle and now brought in on the left side. Frederick, his shot. Left pad save made by Hart. Puck cleared out by Howden. Center ice, Howden had a pass to the middle. That got kicked off. It's stumped in by Max Jones of the Oilers. Korzak rims it on the right into the skates of Dorofeev. Will then lose it to Trent Frederick. Pinned by Korzak. Trying to dig it out with Szymanski. Puck to the middle. Howden can clear up the right wing. Dorofeev to center ice. Then he missed Lozon with it. It goes deep into the Oilers zone. We're scoreless in the first. We're just over 5 minutes gone. Back to the line for Rasmus Andersson. Right wing corner. Dorofeev to Lozon. A shot hit a stick and it goes up over the glass and out of play.
Well, this game's had some pace and tempo and physicality to it. Played with a playoff-like intensity.
Everything we expected going in. Rivalry game. Saturday night at Rogers Place. Teams close in the standings. Oh, it hits all the criteria for fun. Face off to the left of Connor Ingram. Oilers survived the early power play by the Golden Knights.
There's a directness that Vegas is playing with, though, Cam.
Oh, yeah, you can see the difference already.
Yeah.
Tomas Hertl taking the draw against Henry.
Sometimes teams need a jolt.
Yeah.
That's what they got with the coaching change.
Murphy on the right wing to Roslovic. Up the left side to Henry. Wanted to shoot it in, fanned on it. Curtis Lazar turned it off the boards, but hit the corner glass and went into the Vegas bench. The face-off will be outside the Vegas blue line. Oilers on the road next week in Utah, in San Jose, in Los Angeles. Just 2 home games after this. Puck goes just inside the Vegas zone. Spinning it up the right was Korzak. Got it to center ice for Hertl. Will dump it in on the backhand. Bouchard's got to go back for it. Riley Smith on him. Got it to the middle. It's McDavid. Out to center now on the left to Nugent-Hopkins. Into the Vegas zone. Flips it towards the net. Steered aside by Hart. Korzak will go through the middle and get it out.
Once they get a chance to airmail it, they are.
Now it's center ice. Puck brought in on the right wing is Dowd. Bumps it back to the line. It goes off of Cole Smith. And Smith chops it into the left wing corner to Kolasar. Kolasar will go behind the Edmonton goal. Over to the right. Kolasar taken to the boards by Bouchard. Kolasar, top of the circle, pokes it to the blue line. Theodore couldn't hold the line. And Savoy will get it out. Down the right side now to McDavid into the Vegas zone. A shot and a right pad save made by Hart. Down to center. Now to Cole Smith. Into the Edmonton zone. A shot. Saved by Ingram. The rebound in the middle. And Nurse was able to get it up to the blue line. Goes to Murphy. Cross to Nurse. Nurse to Connor Murphy. Murphy through the middle. Dump it off the left corner boards. Hart sets it for Anderson. All around the right to Barbashev. Now out to Marner. Comes in with Stone. The shot wide of the Edmonton net. It goes to the right point. Anderson kept it in.
They've stuck 2 players behind Oilers so far, Cam.
Stone tries to get it to the line. It gets to the line, and Barbashev kept it in only for a moment. Roslovic gets it out. We're scoreless here. 7:10 gone in the opening period.
Edmonton's got to be cognizant of that stretch play.
Wallman in the left wing corner to Podkolzin through the middle, but it hits Szymanski in the skate. He'll get it off the left wing boards. It goes down the ice. Kapanen got to it. Kapanen, the shot just misses from the sharp angle. Goes over to the right wing. Podkolzin to Kapanen. He's in the right corner. Behind the net for Jason Dickinson to Kapanen. Kapanen with a couple of moves on the right side. Cycles the puck to Vasily Podkolzin. To the left wing point to Emberson. Down the left side. Wallman in front of the net. It went through the slot. It comes to the line and out. Emberson to Podkolzin to Emberson. Right wing to Wallman. Wallman gets to center. Right through the middle. And just into the Vegas zone. Now it goes to Jones. Jones to the left side. A shot that misses. Bouchard will let it go. Kicked out by Hart. Dorofeev trying to get it out. And the Oilers are going to win the power play. Jones had the stick knocked out of his hands by Dorofeev. He wasn't too happy about it. But Edmonton will be on the power play when we come back. We are scoreless here in the first. It's the Oilers. It's the Golden Knights. 8 minutes, 9 seconds into this opening period. We'll be right back. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Emcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here in the first. The Oilers and the Golden Knights. 8 minutes, 9 seconds into the opening period. Dorofeev goes off to the box. Edmonton goes on their first power play.
Oilers' power play is first in the league at 30.1%. Vegas, good penalty killing unit, 6th in the league at 81.6%. Oilers broke out of an 0-4 slump the other night.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off in the Vegas zone to the right of Hart. McDavid wins the draw. Bouchard with it on the blue line. Left wing to Savoy into the corner to Roslovic. Out to Bouchard on the right now to McDavid. To Bouchard. Bouchard in the middle. Left wing, gave it to Savoy. Out to Roslovic. That just missed him in the slot. McDavid has it on the right side. To Bouchard on the blue line to McDavid. Right wing top of the circle. To Nugent Hopkins, right wing corner. To McDavid, knocked off his stick. It will come out, and Edmonton has to reset.
Passed off 2 chances to shoot the puck. I think you got to shoot it.
Roslovic on the right side into the Vegas zone to McDavid to Roslovic, but he's tied up. Puck comes to the blue line, and Eichel will bring it out for Vegas, and now flip it into the skates of Bouchard, one-handed across the ice, and it's Savoy with speed up the left wing. Gets dumped down by Marner, and the puck shot out to center, and Eichel will dump it into the Oiler end.
That's a penalty. I don't know what Marner's sitting there. He got away.
Through the middle, Nugent Hopkins comes into Vegas territory. Left side to Savoy. Down the left wing to McDavid. He'll go in behind the net. To the right, in front, across. One-timer, great save by Hart with a left pad off of Savoy, and it's cleared out.
And unfortunately, Roslovic could not find the loose change.
35 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Edmonton. 10:24 to go in a scoreless first as McDavid comes down the right wing. Into the Vegas zone, Kapanen to McDavid. Centering pass off a stick, goes to the middle. Cole Smith there for the Golden Knights. He'll flip it out and down. Ingram will set it. Wallman stops behind the net. Now through the middle. Wallman Drops it to Kapanen. On the left to Podkolzin. Rims the puck in. Ekholm got it to the right wing corner. McNabb up against the boards with Kapanen. Comes free to Smith. He won't get it out. Ekholm keeps it in. Penalty is done. Ekholm tried to shoot it. It got blocked. And Dorofeev on the right to Smith. He will get it out. So both teams are 0 for 1 with the man advantage. We're scoreless in the first. 9:35 to go here in the opening period. Stepping up to center's Henrique. He'll fire it into the Vegas end. Dickinson along the left wing boards. Colasar will get it high in the air and out. Murphy, his own zone to Nurse, and on the right side to Frederick. Frederick at center. Shoot it in. That rides around on the left side. Jones up against the boards, but Colasar able to get through the middle and get it out. Give it to Theodore. He'll dump it in. It's along the right wing. Dowd around the boards to the line. The Golden Knights are changing the D, so it comes out. Anderson with it inside his own zone. Now to Noah Hannafin.
Playoff pop, physicality-wise, Cam.
Left wing to Dorofeev into the Oiler end. A shot that misses. Goes to the right point. Anderson pumps it around into the left wing corner for Eichel. To the left wing point to Hannafin. Now over to Anderson. To Hannafin in the middle of a shot, and that's blocked. And Szymanski will get it to the line and out. Now over to Podkolzin. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the right to Ty Emberson. Behind the net to Curtis Lazar. It comes in front, and then it's chopped over to the boards. Podkolzin's pass to the point, and that's taken away. And it's Eichel down the right wing. A shot, great save, rebound, scores. Howden followed it up, got the rebound, makes it 1-0 for Vegas.
Well, you could hear Jake Wallman say, no, and Podkolzin played it back, and Eichel was on his horse. And the Oilers with an unforced error, puck possession in the offensive zone. And unfortunately, a good save there initially by Connor Ingram. But Jake Wallman couldn't get across. And Howden banks home his 11th of the year.
11:43, time of the goal for Brett Howden.
But Edmonton had offensive puck possession. Vegas found a power play, or found a loose puck. Edmonton did not. Roslovic unable to negotiate contact on the power play. Bang, bang, play in front.
Stone will rip it into the Oilers zone, steered aside by Ingram. In the right wing corner, Bouchard to McDavid to Bouchard. Pokes it up the left for Nugent Hopkins. Now to Matthias Ekholm, comes into Vegas territory on the right wing. Off the end boards, over to the left. It's top of the circle, and that is kept in by McDavid. To the blue line to Bouchard to McDavid. He's got it on the right wing. Towards the net, a shot off the stick of McNabb. Goes to the left wing point. Ekholm in behind the goal to McDavid. 1-0 Vegas leads here in the first. 7.5 to go in the opening period. Back to Matthias Ekholm. Left wing. Pass along the boards. Picked off. Went off of Stone. Over to Marner. Will get it high in the air and out. Glove down by Bouchard. To Lazar. Comes into the Vegas end. Taken out along the boards by Sissons. It's in behind the Vegas net. Jones providing some pressure. Puck is booted up to the line. Just past Nurse and out. Nurse over to Murphy. On the right wing, it's shot in. Edmonton's offside. They're going to tag up. Anderson out from behind his net. On the right wing to Sissons. He'll dump it in. Riley Smith in the right wing corner. Did not get control of it. Nurse up the right wing, just past Jones, but he got a piece of it. It won't be icing. Hannafin in his own end to Riley Smith up the left wing. 1-0 Vegas leads here in the first. 6:38 to go. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. It's in behind the net. Over to the left wing. Colasar to Riley Smith to the blue line. Lozon shot, and the save made by Ingram. He held on. There was traffic in front of the net. He found it through the traffic and squeezes it up against his body. We're going to take a break. 6:28 to go here in the first. 1-0 Golden Knights leading the Oilers. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 1-0 Vegas leading Edmonton. 6:28 to go in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer.
Go ahead.
The Oilers, this is OilCountry Mega 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live. In addition to tonight's jackpot, you got 20 chances to win $500 for SO, 10 chances to win a signed Oilers jersey, and a Yeti cooler. Get your tickets now, EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win.
Thought the Oilers lost some momentum on their power play. Way too deselective. Yeah, they'll work through it. You know, they don't have a couple terrific players in Draisaitl and Hyman. Never a bad thing to put it to the net. See what happens.
Off the draw in the Oilers zone. Wallman up the left wing to Podkolzin. Comes into Vegas territory on the left. Shoot it around. It goes to the right wing point. Emberson, a shot. Saved by Hart. Rebound sent to the line. Wallman keeps it in. Right wing to Podkolzin. He's top of the circle. His shot. That just missed a redirection. Puck on the left point. Wallman on the right side to Podkolzin. Jams it in behind the net. Comes over to Podkolzin from the angle. And a save made by Hart. Puck along the end board. Podkolzin got dumped. Penalty coming up to Vegas as they touch it. And Edmonton with 5:54 to go here in the first period. Down 1-0 to the Golden Knights. The Oilers go on the power play.
Great shift from Podkolzin and Kapanen and Jason Dickinson. And Podkolzin almost scored his 18th of the year short side. And Carter Hart, he fought it off. So let's see if Edmonton maybe has a little bit more urgency to put it to the net. What a play down low, and I'll give Carter Hart credit. Podkolzin thought he initially scored. And then Hannafin had a stick between Podkolzin's legs and cleaved him to the ice. That's going to be a penalty.
So Hannafin to the box. Oilers power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Hart. McDavid out of the face-off circle. In comes Nugent-Hopkins. Take the draw against Sissons. Puck to the left wing point. It's Bouchard. Left side to Savoy. Now to McDavid. Out to Bouchard. The shot off the bar.
There you go, though. Great shot.
Puck to the left wing point. Bouchard across the line to Nugent-Hopkins. Right wing to McDavid. Now to Nugent-Hopkins. Oilers come so close to tying it. To the blue line for Bouchard. Right wing. Nugent-Hopkins into the corner. McDavid centering pass. That one hits a stick. Goes to the left wing point. Bouchard keeps it in. Left wing corner to McDavid. He's got McNabb on him. Now to Savoy. Savoy along the boards with Braden McNabb. Puck goes to McDavid. In front of the net. Save made by Hart. Before it got to Nugent-Hopkins, that one went off of Sissons. He directed it right on net. Hart made the save and held on. Minute 18 to go in the Edmonton power play. 1-0 Vegas with 5:12 to go here in the first.
Well, excellent job getting pucks to the net. And Bouchard right high blocker side. It's got an awesome shot. Just ripped it right past Carter Hart. Beat him clean from 35 feet out.
This power play's looked a little different.
Put it to the net.
Yep, they put it to the net. Face off to the right of Hart. Nugent-Hopkins taking the draw against Nick Dowd. Puck goes to the corner for Anderson. Behind the goal to Shea Theodore. Snaps that off the left wing boards and down the ice.
Got a couple right shot options at center, right, with Nick Dowd and with the Colton Sissons. Two guys picked up that we've talked about in the past as potential options.
McDavid through center. Comes into the Vegas zone on the right wing. He might drive to the net. He does. Saved by Hart. The rebound jammed on goal. Hart kept it out. He didn't know where it was, but it goes to the right point. Bouchard to McDavid on the left side. McDavid spinning around. Pulls it in front. Save made by Hart. McDavid with some magnificent moves to get it towards the net. Roslovic, I don't think he was able to get his stick on it, but Hart keeps it out.
And fans oohing and awing as McDavid with a reverse pivot and then another reverse pivot and then drags past, very similar to how he set up Leon Draisaitl against Florida in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final last year.
2 spins and a toe drag. Face off to the right of Hart. Puck to the left wing, point Bouchard. On the right to McDavid. Pass was a little behind him. McDavid trying to keep it in. He does. It goes cross corner. Stone up against the boards. Won't get enough to get it out. Roslovic to Savoy. He's against the left wing side. Lozon is on him. Puck's tied up. Roslovic's trying to dig it out. He does. Roslovic to Nugent Hopkins in the slot to the right now to McDavid. Give it to Bouchard on the blue line in the middle. Right wing to Connor McDavid. McDavid across the top. Right side. Nugent Hopkins one-timer just missed. Bouchard on the blue line to McDavid down the left wing. His shot, that one hit Savoy. Trying to put it on goal. It goes to Bouchard. The shot blocker save made by Hart. Penalty is over. Roslovic, his pass in front. It hit Hart. And Hannafin's going to get it out. And it's Hannafin down the right wing. Into the Oilers zone. Stops up. Gives it to Eichel. Dumps it in behind the net. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. They're down 1-0. 3:35 to go here in the opening period as they host the Vegas Golden Knights. Right wing Bouchard into the middle of the ice. Gave it to Dickinson. Now to Podkolzin. Over to Kapanen, and his shot misses on the short side. Comes out to the neutral zone. Murphy on the right wing to Kapanen. Kapanen to the middle to Nurse. He'll skate in. He'll shoot it. He gets blocked. Goes over to the right wing. The top of the circle is Dorofeev. We'll get it out through the middle of Marner. Little saucer pass to Howden. Lost it just inside the Edmonton line. Murphy up the right wing to Kapanen. Now to Dickinson. Top of the circle. It's broken up and cleared out. Howden at center. Left wing to Sissons. Take a solid hit from Murphy. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. Wallman in behind the goal.
Excellent second power play from Edmonton. Lots of looks.
A lot of chances. Wallman up the right wing. Then it's directed in by Jones. Korzak got it to the boards. It's in behind the Vegas net. Caden Korzak on the right. Up the right wing to Sissons. Up in the air. Now to Hurdle. He'll shoot it towards the Edmonton net. Swatted away by Ingram. Wallman in behind the goal. Chased out of there by Hurdle. Had to just flip it out of the zone.
Nice touch.
Wasn't hard enough for icing. You're right. Perfect touch. On the left side, Riley Smith dumps it in. Ingram gave it to Ekholm. Now to Bouchard. Under 2 to go here in the first. 1-0 Vegas leads. On a goal by Brett Howden. Eichel inside his own line to Anderson. Now to Theodore. Up the left wing, Barbashev got the puck in to Eichel. It's along the left wing. Top of the circle to Stone to the blue line, and Anderson just barely keeps it in. Shoots it in behind the Edmonton net. Barbashev lost it. Oh, knocked down with a high stick. We get the whistle. We'll take a break. Minute 31 to go here in the first. 1-0 Golden Knights lead the Edmonton Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with black appearance package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
OilCountry, the ultimate oil
happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live Flight Night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on April 7th at Sherlock Holmes Pub, Sherwood Park. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 1-0 Vegas leads Edmonton. We got a minute 31 to go in the first period. It's Cam Moon, it's Bob Stauffer. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Well, one tough misplay back to the point by a guy who's been rock solid, Vasily Podkolzin. And just a little bit, just towards the end of his shift after they did some good things offensively, tried to play it back. Eichel anticipated and read it, made a real nice read, and they were able to get the rebound goal there. But Edmonton's had some solid moments, solid stretches in this game here. Just haven't been able to score.
Yeah. Face off the Edmonton zone. Puck goes into the left wing corner. Mark Stone pass to the line. Quick shot saved by Ingram. Got it with the right pad on the Shea Theodore offering. There was traffic in front of the net, and the puck gets into the slot, and it's Stone to Theodore. Off the right boards. Eichel to Stone to the left wing point. McNabb to Theodore. One-time shot, and that one blocked as Podkolzin was just in front of it to get enough, and it comes out to center. We're into the last minute here in the first period. Barbashev will dump it in. Murphy on the right wing to Kapanen. Into the Vegas zone. Off the right wing boards. Goes behind the net to Nugent Hopkins on the left, to the left wing point, to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm across the line, then lost it, and coming out with it is Howden. Maybe a partial break, can't get to it as McDavid got his stick in there and broke it up. And the puck up against the boards inside the Edmonton end, 28 seconds to go in the period. Anderson right wing point, a shot hits a stick, goes wide. McDavid right corner to the middle, to Nugent Hopkins. He'll get through center, at center. Dumps it to the left wing corner. Hannafin got it around on the right. It's along the right wing boards into the skates of Nugent Hopkins. Swung back to the blue line. Bouchard to Ekholm. A shot just wide of the net. Hannafin to the right corner. And both teams with lots of opportunities in that first period.
Yeah. Edmonton a great second power play, and Vegas perhaps lucky that they couldn't. The Oilers, Evan Bouchard hits a post clean, crossbar clean on a terrific shot. Oilers created some things 5-on-5. The line, and I know they were on the ice for the goal against, but the line of Kapanen, Podkolzin, and Dickinson had one excellent 5v5 shift where they created two looks. Outstanding defensive play by Connor McDavid at the end of the period to stop Brett Howden, who's the lone goal scorer in this game. Good period between two pretty good teams that are trying to elevate their level of play. I think Vegas is probably a little bit more desperate, all things considered, but this is well within the reach. It's a 1-0 game after one. You're right there. Oilers haven't trailed a lot in this 5-game winning streak. We got a little bit of work to do here in period two.
Brett Howden, the only goal scorer in the first from Jack Eichel at 11:43. That has been it so far. Both netminders, Connor Ingram for Edmonton, Carter Hart for Vegas. Had to make some saves in that period. They absolutely did. So that's where we are after 20 minutes here at Rogers Place. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by.
All right now. That first period gave us some ambition. Just hanging with the crew, that's the tradition. We're kicking back and loving this intermission. We're Oilers after dark, feel the superstition. A soulful groove, a winning coalition. Gonna light it up, that's the one condition. Yeah. Oilers after dark during intermission. Yeah, Yeah, Oilers After Dark, we hit the scene, living out a true Edmonton dream. Slide out on the ice so fresh and clean, on the coolest machine you've ever seen. Oh, come and ride the Zamboni. Come and ride the Zamboni with me. We're on the Zamboni. Woo! We're on the Zamboni. Yeah! Come and ride the Zamboni. Come on, come and ride the Zamboni. Yeah, ride the Zamboni.
1-0 Vegas after 20 from Rogers Place.
Where today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
McDavid through center. Comes into the Vegas zone on the right wing. He might drive to the net. He does. Save by Hart. The rebound jammed on goal. Hart kept it out. He didn't know where it was, but it goes to the right point. Bouchard to McDavid on the left side. McDavid spinning around. Pulls it in front. Save made by Hart.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. It's 1-0 Vegas after 20 minutes of play here at Rogers Place on this fine Saturday night. It's Brendan Escott and Rob Brown high above ice level. Just an initial assessment from you, Rob, on a period that I thought was fairly evenly contested despite the 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, I agree. There were 2 big mistakes made in that period, both by the Oilers, that turned into 2 2-on-1s. The first one, Mitch Marner just missed back door, but it was a 2-on-1 from about the red line in. And then the second one, the goal that was scored, again, it was a mistake that was made at the offensive blue line where you could hear, and I know that Bob mentioned it on air, but you could hear from up here that Jake Wallman was yelling, no, as Podkolzin was coming up. Jack Eichel read the play. He read the play that Podkolzin was going to throw it towards Jake Wallman, who was standing still. Eichel just pushed the puck past him, and Jake Wallman has no chance of catching him because he's standing still. So those 2 mistakes created 2 2-on-1s. And we talked the other night in the Chicago game that the Oilers a little loose at times defensively and gave up a number of odd man breaks, including a 3-on-1 in the third period that good teams would take advantage of. Well, Vegas is a better team than the Blackhawks. They get 2 2-on-1s and they score on 1. Other than that, it was a pretty even period. The Oilers unlucky not to score on their power play. But you and I talked, heavy lift before the game would have to be the Oilers power play. When you're missing 250 goal scorers, Hyman and Draisaitl out of your lineup 5-on-5, you're not going to be as productive 5-on-5. Your power play has to score. The Oilers 0 for 2 in the first period. They created, but weren't unable to capitalize, and that's the reason the Oilers are trailing after 1.
Yeah, they created a lot more on the second go around on the power play as well. It's good driving toward the net, and McDavid looked like he was on a bit of a mission there, a solo mission a couple of times actually, with some spinorama moves, and you wonder if he's poised to have one of those finishes to a game, I suppose, coming down the stretch here. But overall, yeah, I mean, I thought that that was one thing I took note of for sure, is just how much momentum they did generate on that power play, the second one.
Well, and let's go back a little bit before that. They got the power play because the Vegas Golden Knights get a face-off in the offensive zone, and John Tortorella decided to load up with Jack Eichel, Mitch Marner, and Mark Stone, the 3 best players in an offensive zone situation. The Oilers put out their second/third line, Dickinson, Kapanen, and Podkolzin. The Oilers get the face-off, get it out, and then they hem the Vegas Golden Knights' best 5 players in their own zone for 35-40 seconds, to the point that Hanifin had to drag Podkolzin down, which created the power play. So the momentum started on that shift when you're able to control the other team's best players and turned into a power play. And on that power play, the Oilers had their best looks. And you talked about the one that went off the crossbar. And then Connor with his twirloramas and creating a couple scoring chances. They had their looks on that one. They need to find a way to capitalize, but they are creating chances. But as we go further into this game, Carter Hart, this Vegas team has not had good goaltending at all this year. You know, the save percentage of Hart is at .870. Aiden Hill, their star, is .868. So they have not had good goaltending all year, but in that first period, Carter Hart looked very comfortable. in net. So the Oilers are going to have to continue to push pucks on net, and their power play's got to find a way to get one past them.
Edmonton out hits the Golden Knights 9-3 in that frame, with Trent Frederick accounting for a couple of those. I thought he was noticeable in the way that he was mixing it up physically with some scrums and that sort of thing. Just conversations. I think maybe the thing that stood out the most to me was how long of a conversation he had, and I can't even remember who it was with now, but they were skating all the way back to the bench during a TV timeout and had to be separated by the referees still. So when Frederick's engaged that way, I think he's obviously poised to be much more of an impactful player.
Well, it was Keegan Kolazar is who he had the conversation. It started right in front of the net, went all the way up the ice in front of the benches, then at center ice. And then after that, there was a conversation with Anderson. There was a conversation with McNabb. There was a conversation with Jack Eichel. Earlier in this season, there was a lot of talk about Frederick, and they asked him why he wasn't getting more involved, why he wasn't fighting more. And he said, it's, who's going to fight a guy with one goal? He actually said, I wouldn't fight me right now. But that was a player that didn't have a lot of confidence because he wasn't playing very, very well, and he wasn't playing very much. His game has been much better late in the season. It's been really good since the Olympic break. He's getting more ice time. It's much easier to be confident and much easier to get involved in the game and those kind of things when you're feeling good about yourself and about your game. And you saw that in that shift where he's trying to get in the heads of the opposition. When it's always a good thing when the opposition players are talking to Trent Frederick and not going towards Connor McDavid. So that's good. So Trent Frederick's just got to continue that.
Absolutely. And then the physical start overall from the whole team. I mean, this is something that is becoming more of a trend lately than not, I would suggest. It's not been every single game, but more games than not lately where I'm noticing the first period and they've come out and they've really asserted themselves physically. Typically, Zach Hyman's a big part of that, and obviously without his services tonight, some other players picking up the slack around the lineup.
Well, the Oilers can be physical when they want to. But over an 82-game season, you pick your battles. You just can't do it. So they have picked it up years late. They know the playoffs are starting. There has never been a problem come playoff time for the Oilers in physicality, and they understood the importance right now of the season. So they've gotten more physical. Looking at these two lineups, it was funny for the longest time. The Vegas was the team that was the bullies, and they were the physical team. Looking at the two lineups right now, the Oilers are the more physical of these two hockey teams. And the Oilers are missing both Leon and Hyman. And Hyman was the most physical player in the National Hockey League playoffs last year till he got hurt. He was setting records. And Leon is physical. He dishes out way more than he gives. So they're missing two very big physical men as well. So if these two teams were to play in the playoffs, the Oilers would be the bullies of these two teams. But what Vegas does have is they have skill. And we saw that on display on the goal they scored. The Jack Eichel going in on a 2-on-1 with Brett Howden. If you watch the replay, Jack Eichel looks up and sees where Howden is. He's shooting far side. If it goes in, great. But he knows that if he shoots far side, the only place for that rebound to come out was where it did, and Howden was there. So that was a smart play by a smart player, and Jack Eichel created that goal-scoring chance by putting the puck in the right spot on the goaltender, Connor Ingram.
55th assist of the season, that is, for Jack Eichel on that play. We'll see if Edmonton can keep him under wraps moving forward. He and Mitch Marner looking threatening, but it's still just a 1-0 Golden Knights lead after 20 minutes of play. We've got the out-of-town scoreboard coming up next. It's at the intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey Canada, want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire a love of learning today.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party, happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live Flight Night night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on April 7th at Sherlock Holmes Pub, Sherwood Park. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Now this update from the Canadian Press. Another live event with Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen is scheduled for around 12:10 a.m. Eastern Sunday as part of ongoing Artemis II mission updates. Hansen spoke from NASA's Orion spacecraft during a historic deep space Q&A, sharing insights on life aboard the lunar flyby mission Saturday morning. Cuts to global helium supplies tied to the Middle East conflict are affecting Canadian health services, with Saskatchewan reporting a temporary 50% reduction. Experts warn the shortage highlights Canada's reliance on fragile international supply chains, as helium is critical for MRI machines and research equipment. About 15 people were injured when a vehicle struck parade goers during a Lao New Year celebration in Louisiana. Police say the 57-year-old driver was arrested and charged with impaired driving, and the incident does not appear to be intentional. And Mutanaka Murakami hit a 2-run homer and drove in 3 runs as the Chicago White Sox took down the Toronto Blue Jays 6-3. From the Canadian Press, I'm David Augustine.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Spring is around the corner, and it's time for a fresh start behind the wheel at Freedom Ford. Upgrade your drive after winter with a bold new 2026 Ford F-150 or Bronco, built for whatever the season brings. Plus, take advantage of huge deals on remaining 2025 models, including 0% financing, but only while they last. Bring new energy to the new season at Freedom Ford. Visit freedomford.ca to view current inventory or stop by Freedom Ford today.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Vegas leading things here at Rogers Place. Let's go around the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Bunch of finals on a 15-game slate of games, or 15-game night in the NHL. The Rangers beat the Red Wings 4-1. The Wild 4-1 over the Senators. Avalanche 2-0 over the Stars. These are all finals. The Lightning beat the Bruins 3-1. Penguins 9-4 over the Panthers. Canadians in a shootout 4-3 over New Jersey. Washington beat Buffalo 6-2. Carolina 4-3 over the Islanders. Winnipeg 2-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Utah was 7-4 victors over Canucks in Vancouver. And 7-6 was the final in Los Angeles between the Kings and Maple Leafs. Los Angeles winning that one in overtime. That was a crazy game. Going on right now, we've got the Flames and Ducks tied at 1 through 20 minutes. After 20 in San Jose, it's 3-0 Predators over the Sharks. And the Kraken and Blackhawks are scoreless entering the second period. That is the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We'll get you back to Cam and Bob with second period play-by-play action here in your Ford dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Emcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll free.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 1-0. Vegas leads Edmonton. We're getting ready for the second period of play. Cam Moon with Bob Stauffer. The Oilers, this is OilCountry Mega 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. That current jackpot, it's almost $2 million, and it's climbing fast. Our next lucky winner will be drawn tonight. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50, and don't miss out on a chance to win big. Brett Howden, the goal scorer in the first.
It was a good period. I thought that Vegas was a better team through the first 10 minutes. But Edmonton had some real good looks in the final 6 or 7 minutes of that period, Cam.
Anderson up the right wing, just off of Dorofiev and in. And it's McDavid. Slide that out through the middle, just too far for Nugent Hopkins. Anderson on the right to Howden. And he'll roll it into the Oilers zone. Bouchard reversing it to McDavid. Up the right wing, but it goes off of Howden. Puck in behind the Edmonton goal. Ekholm off the glass. It hits Anderson. It come in from the blue line, and McDavid will just get it out. Rolls down to Hart. Sets it to Eichel. Up the left wing, goes off of Murphy into the Oilers zone. Ingram helps it around the board. Stone will keep it in. It's in behind the goal. Now on the left to Mitch Marner. Top of the circle in the Edmonton end. His pass to the middle got blocked. Gets taken to the end boards. Murphy tried to get that across to Nurse. Couldn't get it through. Marner towards the net. And that goes through the slot to the right wing point where Theodore gets the puck to the left side to Marner. To the left wing point to McNabb. Across the line over to Theodore. The one-timer, a riser that misses on the short side. Kept in by Marner. And the puck in the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Nurse to Murphy. Left wing to Podkolzin. Try the right side, but Stone's going to keep it in. He'll pull it off the boards. A shot. Pad save made by Ingram. The puck at the top of the circle. Stone keeping it in to Marner. On the right to Theodore. Around the boards to the left wing point. McNabb behind the goal. That goes just off the stick of Barbashev. Murphy, top of the circle on the left. It'll go to the line. Theodore tried to get a shot through. It gets blocked, and it is cleared out by Nurse.
Tough shift for that second line. They are the second line, and I got hemmed up a bit there.
Theodore will get it down the ice. That's going to be icing against Vegas. 2 minutes into the second, 1-0 Golden Knights lead.
On a game like tonight, you know, when Edmonton's down, Leon Draisaitl, a 4-time 50-goal scorer, and Zach Hyman, a 3-time 30-goal scorer, and 50 a couple years ago. A guy like Jack Roslovic, this would be an opportune time for him to break through.
Face off to the right of Hart. Szymanski taking the draw against Sissons. Puck goes to Theodore to McNabb. Up the left wing. To center to Riley Smith. He'll shoot it in. Sissons hacks it off the back of the Edmonton net. Hurdle on the left wing to the left wing point. And it goes to Korzak. Now on the right, Smith across to Lozon. His shot rolled on goal and a pad save by Ingram. And it goes to the left wing corner. As Sissons was right there on the doorstep in front of the net, but getting it out of the harm's way. And out to center ice was Roslovic. Roslovic at center. Will dump the puck in the left wing corner of the Vegas end. Korzak along the boards to Hurdle, back to Korzak. Korzak engaged upon by Roslovic. Puck to the top of the circle. Riley Smith will flip it out. Murphy turning on it. It goes behind the Edmonton net. Nurse with a good hit on Sissons. Puck on the left side to Dowd. To the left wing point. Hanifin, a blast, and the save made by Ingram. As Hanifin let that go from the left wing point. Ingram holds on. 3 minutes, 1 second gone here in the second. 1-0 Vegas leads.
Out of town scoreboard. Bakersfield trails Ontario 4-3 after 2 periods. Quinn Hudson leads all AHL rookies with 29 goals. And Isaac Howard's tied for third with 21 with Ben Hammerling of Henderson. That's Vegas' farm team. Ben is from County of Strathcona. Played hockey with his father, Ron, back in the day.
Shared the ice at the Fulton Vale Arena a few times.
Strathcona Olympiad Center. That would
that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Puck on the left wing. Nurse will get it out.
They're excited about
both of
they're excited about Emerlin, I can tell you that.
It's in behind the Edmonton net. Puck in the right corner. Murphy up the right wing boards to Lazar. Comes back to Murphy. Now to Nurse. And Nurse has room on the left wing. Off the stick of Jones and in. Puck in the left wing corner. Lazar will get to it. Goes in behind the net to the right side. A shot save made by Hart. He just got a piece of it as Henrique from the angle. And the puck cleared out. And Ekholm had it knocked away from him. Dowd will chase after it inside the Edmonton end. The right wing, it's top of the circle. Ekholm will get it out. Ekholm gets to center ice. Flips it towards the net. Glove down by Hart. And he will set it. And McNabb on the left to Dowd. Dowd back to McNabb, but it goes over his stick. Puck goes to the end boards. Comes in front of the net. Dorofiev will get it over to the right wing. Give it to Theodore. And center ice dumps it in. Rims on the left. Just over 4 minutes gone in the second. 1-0. Vegas leads. Bouchard right corner. Right wing boards, but Howden able to keep it in for Vegas. Now to Eichel. His pass picked off by McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins, and now out to center ice to Savoy. At center, shoots it in. Hart to the right wing corner. Theodore now to Eichel. Will get it out. The right side to Howden, just into the Edmonton end. Won't get it by Jake Wallman, though. Wallman trying to clear it out. He does. Now Theodore will drift it right back in. Emberson in the right wing corner. Now to Kasperi Kapanen. Goes cross ice to Wallman. Wallman will dump the puck on the right wing. Hanifin behind his net to Rasmus Anderson. The right wing, Stone did not touch it.
Wow.
Getting in there and getting his stick on it at least was Barbashev, and the puck gets to center ice. Now here's Kapanen will get it in. Right wing. He went for Podkolzin. That skips over his stick. Podkolzin now has it on the right wing. Cycles the puck to Dickinson. Just got by him. Hanifin out from behind his net to Anderson. Up in the air. Marner to Stone. Hit him in the skate. Now it comes across to the middle. And Barbashev can't get a shot. He got tied up. Getting it out. Szymanski will dump it in. Hart had to play it. Szymanski was trying to get the ricochet to Frederick. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Lozon up the boards for Vegas. Out through the middle to Marner. Into the Oilers zone. Marner's pass across to Sissons. Scores. Sissons at the side of the net. Makes it 2-0 for Vegas. And Colton Sissons has his 6th of the year.
Well, Marner kept the play alive and just Ekholm made a good play defensively. The Oilers got caught with Ekholm and Nurse together. They couldn't complete a line change. And Mitch Marner dials one up.
It's set up by Marner.
So depth scoring here from Vegas.
5:44, time of the goal. Colton Sissons, 6th of the season. 2-0 Vegas leads. They got a glove pass in the neutral zone. They're going to put the face-off right at center ice. Sissons from Marner and Lauzon.
There's a degree of luck in hockey, too. This has been, Edmonton missed a couple chances on their second power play, a crossbar and bang plays down low on rebounds, and they made the most of a couple basic scoring chances created off the rush in this game.
Jones will get it in on the right to Lazar. The shot towards the net. That hit a stick, comes into the front of the goal, and Sissons will clear it out. Henrique picks it up in his own end.
This line's been fine in this game, by the way.
The left side to Jones, directs it in. Theodore on the right wing to Hurdle. At the Edmonton blue line, was forced out. Then flips it in, will go out for a change. It's behind the Oiler net. Evan Bouchard with it. 6.5 gone here in the second. 2-0 Vegas leads. Bouchard still behind the Edmonton goal. Coming through is McDavid. Picks it up, drops it back to Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle of McDavid with speed. Over the Vegas line. Turns to the right wing boards. To the blue line to Evan Bouchard. Will take a snapshot. Blocker saved by Hart. Puck to the left wing. McDavid's pass. Hit a stick. Dowd will get it out. Dowd at center will dump it in. Bouchard to McDavid. On the left to Nugent-Hopkins. Shoot it in on the backhand. Sit behind the Vegas goal. McNabb around the boards. On the left, Howden got it out to Dorofeev. Will play it to the Edmonton blue line. Nurse through the middle, off the stick of McDavid. It goes way up into the air, then batted out by McNabb. Shot back in by Nurse. Hart will slow it up. McNabb to Theodore. On the right wing to Dorofeev. Will get it out. Dorofeev through the middle. Now to Howden. Comes into the Oiler end. Drives down the right wing. Puts it on goal. And the save made by Ingram. Nurse to the top of the circle to Kapanen. Now down the left wing for Dickinson. Comes into the Vegas end. Stops on the left wing boards. Left side to Podkolzin off the outside of the net. Dorofeev on the left wing in his own end to Howden. Up to the line to Eichel. Into the middle to Lauzon to Eichel. Eichel into the Edmonton end. Goes to the right wing. He'll go cross ice. Shot. Scores. Lauzon got the pass from Eichel. He goes high to the stick side on Ingram. Makes it 3-0 for Vegas.
Well, the Oilers are saying the play should have been blown dead. As back behind the play, Howden got a cheap shot in and late on the Oilers' Kasperi Kapanen. They didn't call it. Eichel hit the trailer. That was a good shot. High blocker side from Jeremy Lauzon. And now Edmonton's chasing big time, down 3-0.
Lauzon's first of the year. He hasn't scored in 112 games.
Right in front of the ref on the non-call.
Lauzon's last goal was February 22 of 2024. Eichel picks up the assist. It's 3-0 for Vegas. Lazar will bring it in. Long shot that goes wide. Stone in the right corner to Dorofeev, to Hanifin. Up the right wing, will get it out. Crowd reacting to that non-call. And then Vegas scoring as Marner comes in on the right side. Emberson goes into the corner for Edmonton. It'll go high in the air and out. Eichel and Howden get the assist on the goal by Lauzon. Marner on the left to Hanifin into the Oiler end. A shot, stick save made by Ingram. At the top of the circle in his own end, Savoy will just get it out to center.
Right now they're winning a lot of the little battles here, Cam.
McNabb will shoot it in.
And the Oilers had some things go well winning the 2 games in Vegas this year. Those aren't happening tonight. Doesn't help that you don't have McDavid or Draisaitl and Hyman.
The right wing, pass off or just through and by Savoy. That's an icing call against Edmonton.
I mean, the Oilers got 1 shot on goal in this period.
Yeah. Well, the Vegas Golden Knights have been the better team here in the second period.
Question.
And they have scored twice. Go with one in the first. Got some ice to repair in the Edmonton crease. That's being done right now. Edmonton Oil Kings playing tomorrow in Saskatoon. They need to win to keep that series going. If they win tomorrow, Game 7 is Monday here at Rogers Place. Oil Kings lost 4-2 to the Blades last night here at Rogers Place with an empty net goal. Been a good series, close series, every game, right down to the wire.
Some nastiness in that series as well.
Oh, we saw a good tilt yesterday. As they repair that ice in the crease of Connor Ingram, it's like they got it fixed.
Carter Hart's had a good game. I mean, he's had a couple pucks hit him. He's had a crossbar, but
face off to the right of Connor Ingram. Puck to the left wing point. McNabb will try to shoot. He does. It goes wide. It's in behind the net. Hurdle takes it over to the left wing. To McNabb on the left wing point. Across the line for Theodore. A wrist shot saved by Ingram. And the rebound chopped in behind the net. Ekholm on the right side. Up the right wing boards to Savoy, now to McDavid. Will shoot it in. To the left wing corners, Nugent Hopkins. Tied up with Theodore. Puck goes to Hurdle. Now to Nugent Hopkins. For McDavid as they cycle it to Nugent Hopkins. His pass in front of the net. That one was blocked. It goes to the left wing point. Ekholm to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing to McDavid. To Nugent Hopkins. A shot saved by Hart, and he covers it up. Roslovic was standing on the doorstep, but there was no rebound to be had. We're going to take a break. 10:02 to go in the second period. 3-0. Golden Knights lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big... Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal... Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
3-0. Vegas leads Edmonton. We're almost halfway through the game. 10:02 to go here in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at Rogers Place. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Vegas zone to the right of Carter Hart. Szymanski, Roslovic, Frederick on the ice with Nurse and Murphy. Dowd taking the draw for Vegas. And Anderson behind his net to Hanifin. On the left to Cole Smith, up to his line, and it poked off his stick. Szymanski will come into the Vegas zone on the left wing. Josh Szymanski stops up to the line for Nurse. A shot. That one hits some traffic in front of the net, and Dowd will get it out. Roslovic turns it back in down the right wing. Roslovic to the corner, behind the net. Left wing corner, up against the boards. It goes to the left wing point. Nurse in from the left side, a shot, and that's off of Smith and goes out of play. And now we get some gathering at the side of the net in the Vegas zone. And Nurse is right in the middle of it with Kolasar.
Well, Big hit by Frederick. Colzar trying to get back at him.
Looks like they got it sorted out. Well, maybe not. Frederick and Colzar having words. No penalties to be given out here, though. Nope, looks like they got it all. It's going to be just 5-on-5. Lauzon, Sissons, and Howden, the goal scorers for Vegas. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Yeah.
And it was Frederick on Dowd, knocked him on his butt.
Okay. Shots are 19-13 in favor of the Golden Knights. They've outshot Edmonton 8-3 here in the second. Lazar wins the draw. Emberson to Wallman. Cross to Henrique. Just went off his stick. Dorfiev's going to get it out. Glove down by Emberson. And Emberson into the Vegas zone. Off the right wing boards. It goes into the corner. Jones is complying after it. Puck along the right wing side. Henrique's pass to the line. Picked off by Dorofiev. He'll get it out off of Howden. Goes just inside the Edmonton zone. Wallman. Good reverse hit there on Dorofiev.
That was the Rafi Torres special there.
Sure was. Then he gets it out to center ice, but his pass hit Jones and the skate comes back into the Oiler end. Wallman goes behind the net. Off the right wing boards and out. Eichel to Lauzon. To shoot it in. Glove down by Emerson to Wallman. Up the left wing, and that is steered in by Savoy. Lauzon on the right. The right wing to Dorofiev. Past Ekholm and out. And inside his own line is Evan Bouchard to center ice for McDavid. Comes into the Vegas end for Matthias Ekholm. Off the left wing boards. Puck goes to the corner. Marner's in behind the net. Marner on the left to Eichel. We'll get to center ice or make that to Korzak. We'll get the puck in on the left side. It goes into the Edmonton zone. Stone along the boards to Marner. Slides it back to the line. Hanifin over to Anderson down the right wing. He'll go behind the Edmonton end to the left. Anderson to the left wing point for Hanifin. A shot, and that's blocked. It's in the slot, and it's just chalked wide of the Edmonton goal. Stone to the blue line to Hanifin. Now to Marner on the blue in the middle. Right side to Anderson. Into the slot, but off the stick of Stone. Nugent Hopkins will wheel out to center ice. Gets the puck in on the left, but it was poked out of the air by Marner. And Stone will come in, but Barbashev was in a little bit early, and it'll be offside against the Golden Knights. We're going to take a break. 7:34 to go in the second. 3-0 Vegas leading Edmonton from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch boost bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-0 Golden Knights lead the Edmonton Oilers with 7:34 to go here in the second period.
2 rush goals for the Golden Knights in this game, Cam. And Edmonton had done a pretty good job. One that they fed on a turnover.
Face-off just outside the Edmonton line. Dickinson, Podkolzin, and Kapanen with Nurse and Murphy. Puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse will stop. Left wing to Podkolzin. Podkolzin through the middle, hit the stick of Sissons. It stays in. Hurdle, shoot it behind the net. Ooh, Murphy almost put himself into the end boards. It doesn't get out. McNabb keeping it in. It's top of the circle in the Edmonton zone. Braden McNabb to the right wing point. Theodora, shot save made by Ingram. Is Theodore with a quick snapshot from the right point.
Well, Podkolzin, Dickinson, and Kapanen have had one great 5-on-5 shift, but they've been on their heels a bit. Oilers are going to need this line because they're going to get Draisaitl and Hyman back from the playoffs. They're going to have some options there. I mean, you could make an argument. You could play Connor with Leon and Savoy and then play Nugent Hopkins with Hyman and Roslovic, and that would allow you to play Podkolzin and Kapanen with Dickinson on a heavy third line that's a checking line. Because of no Leon and no Zach Hyman tonight, these guys are basically playing as a second line tonight. There's been some tough moments.
Left wing point is Noah Hannafin. To behind the Edmonton net. Emberson will get it out through the middle to Henrique. Now on the right to Lazar. And that went off a stick and goes right into the crowd. And it went in pretty hot.
Now I think it got somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that eluded the netting. Yeah, Lazar with a dump in that hit a Vegas stick. And it goes into the crowd.
It's funny how there's nothing funny about it, but you just see the concern from all the players on the ice immediately, and that's
yeah, that went in at a pretty good rate of speed.
The individual has gotten up. It's going to be okay.
Yeah. Even waves to the crowd.
It's like he's leaking a little?
Yeah, I think so.
Got a bit of a Shoresy look going on, eh?
Yeah, that's right. 6:52 to go in the second period. 3-0. Vegas leads. Yeah. Oh, he's going to be all right.
He'll be fine.
Shaking people's hands as he was going up the stairs. So, yeah, Lazar was concerned. Yeah. Okay. Face-off's going to be right at center ice.
Good. Different deep areas here.
Yep. Ekholm to Emberson. Out to center. Now on the right to Lazar. Lazar stops on the right wing. He pushes it towards the net. Save made by Hart. The rebound jammed on goal. Hart kept it out. The puck in the right wing corner. Dowd got it up the boards. Gave it to Cole Smith. He got it out. And the puck inside the Edmonton zone.
Just looking down on the Oilers bench, are they down a defenseman right now?
The left wing. It's into skates. Right near the penalty box area. Now shot in by Henrique. Hart to play it to Hannafin.
Bouchard and Ekholm.
They're out there right now as the puck is dumped in. Steered aside by Ingram because it was on net. Bouchard's pass off the stick of Stone. Comes back to Ingram. Get it across to Ekholm. Up the left wing. They got it out. Stone on the left. It gets shot in by Barbashev. Ekholm from behind his net. On the right, will poke it to the blue line, and it finds McDavid, right wing. Gave the puck to Roslovic. McDavid goes to the right wing corner. McNabb will try to clear, and he doesn't. It was kept in. Good job by Wallman, right wing for McDavid. To the middle, the shot! Save made by Hart off of Bouchard. The puck goes to the left wing. And kicked to the middle by Savoy. It is cleared out. McDavid at the blue line of Vegas. Left side to Roslovic. To McDavid. To the blue line, it does come out. Oilers got to regroup.
Paul Coffey's got some different pairings here.
McDavid through the middle, into the Vegas zone, to the right wing point. It's Bouchard, makes a move, gets by Howden, comes down the right side. In behind the net to Roslovic, out to Wallman. A shot that hits somebody in front, goes wide. Now McDavid has to come out to the neutral zone with it. On the left wing, gave it to Frederick, comes into Vegas territory. Top of the circle, left side to Szymanski, around on the right to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing corner, to the blue line. Gave it to Murphy. In behind the net it goes. McNabb through the middle, will get it out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Nurse behind his goal. On the left wing to Szymanski. Into the Vegas end, drops it to Frederick. Lays it off the end glass. Puck in behind the net. 3-0 Vegas here in the second. 4:08 to go in the period. Long pass on the right for Dorofeyev. Too far for him. It's on net. Ingram has to play it. And, well, they blew the whistle. He got rid of it right away, but covered it for a half a second. Face-off will be in the Oilers zone. Shots of 22-16 for Vegas.
Carter Hart's had some pucks hit him. He's had a good performance, but he'd be the first to tell you he's had a little bit of good luck tonight. So Nugent Hopkins now out with Frederick and Szymanski. So Roslovic has moved to the line with Savoy and McDavid.
Puck to the left wing point. Went in behind the net was Lozon. Now to Hurdle. Pressured by Nugent Hopkins. Puck comes in front to Sissons. Top of the circle. Now to the middle. Riley Smith down the right wing. Jammed off the boards by Nurse. It hit Sissons. Nugent Hopkins. Get that to Nurse. He gets tied up by Sissons. Sissons gets the puck in behind the Edmonton net. His pass is blocked. On the end boards, Murphy over to Nurse on the left wing. Up in the air and out. It bounces past Anderson. He's going to turn and go in behind his net. Stops back there. On the left to Korzak. Off the boards and out. Riley Smith will shoot it in. Ekholm behind the Edmonton net. Left wing to Dickinson. Got by Colasar. Into the Vegas end to Pot Colson. Shoot it around in behind the goal. It's poked to the right point. Wallman. Left wing corner, Pot Colson behind the net. On the right to Kapanen to Pot Colson. Slides over to the left wing point. Ekholm on the right to Wallman. Wallman tried to shoot it. That goes off a Vegas player and wide. And on the right wing, Colasar goes into the corner with Pot Colson. Now to the end boards with Dickinson. Colasar to the left, still has it though, and now gets it out to Anderson on the right wing. And center ice will shoot it in. 2:25 to go in the second. 3-0 Vegas leads. Cole Smith for Vegas. To the blue line to Theodore, now to Dorofeyev. To Theodore on the left wing point. A wrist shot, and that's blocked by Jake Wallman. Dowd in the left wing corner. To the line. Howden to Theodore. For McNabb on the right. Right wing corner, Dorofeyev behind the net to Howden. Will try to jam it in front. He does. The save made by Ingram, and he will cover it up with 1:58 to go here in the second period. 3-0 Vegas leading Edmonton. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers Oilers fans, this is one you won't want to pass up. Step into Coventry's newest Oilers fan cave in Crystalina, where every day feels like game day. Visit any Coventry show home now through April 23rd and enter for your chance to win the ultimate show home opener prize pack, packed with unforgettable Oilers experiences and a luxury stay. Details at coventryhomes.ca. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 3-0. Golden Knights lead the Edmonton Oilers. Got a minute 58 to go here in the second period. Brett Howden scored in the first. Colton Sissons and Jeremy Lauzon scoring here in the second. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Connor Ingram. For Lauzon, his first goal in 112 games. So Henrique to take the draw against Eichel. Henrique wins it. Murphy behind the net, up the right side, off of Lazar, but it'll be icing against the Oilers. With a minute 51 to go here in the second period.
You ever see the Devils-Rangers brawl, 5-on-5? Rempe fought McDermott. Lazar was part of that with the Devils. All five guys dropped the gloves right at the start of the game. It's awesome. Lazar's a lefty.
Very good. Really?
Yeah.
Shoots right, but throws him left. Puck on the right wing to the blue line. McNabb. On the left to Eichel. Now across the Theodore, but it goes off his skate. Stone chopped it behind the Edmonton goal. Lazar on the right wing, up the right side, directed out to center. To Max Jones. Peeled off his stick by Theodore. On the right, Stone to Eichel. To center ice for Marner, and he'll dump it in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Murphy to Nurse on the left wing.
Too long.
Had Marner on him. Gets into the skates of Anderson. Nurse will get it out. Orfiev to Marner on the left, off of Howden and in.
Vegas is playing at a completely different pace. Look out.
Comes to the side of the net and a save by Ingram off of Dorofiev. Last minute here in the second. 3-0. Vegas leads. It's shot into the Vegas zone. Goes to the right wing point. Bouchard to Ekholm. Down the left wing. Give it back to Bouchard in the middle. Bouchard waiting. The shot deflected just wide. Top of the circle on the right. Dorofiev will not get it out. Bouchard keeping it in. Bouchard skating towards the net. A shot. Scores! Evan Bouchard gets the Oilers on the board. They trail 3-1. Bouchard did the work to keep it in and then finished it off. An incredible shot as he goes stick side on Hart.
And afterwards, Rasmus Anderson tries to get something going with Connor McDavid. Matt Savoy with a real nice play at the blue line as well. He helped keep it in along with Roslovic, and then Bouchard high blocker where he hit the crossbar earlier in the game. But Savoy with the backtrack helped separate the puck and create the goal for Edmonton. And that'll be Evan Bouchard's 21st goal of the season.
19:26 time of the goal. So the Oilers cut into that Vegas lead. And now a 3-1 game. McDavid off the draw. Spins around at center, lost an edge, but does get a pass to Matthias Ekholm. He'll flip it into the Vegas zone. Lozon will go high in the air and out. Ekholm forced back by Hurdle. Ekholm off the right wing boards. It'll go down. It'll be icing against Edmonton with 8 seconds to go in the second period. But Evan Bouchard gets the Oilers on the board.
Oilers got to survive this final 8 seconds here this period. Right now they're saying it's unassisted.
There might be a Savoy assist there, possibly.
Nice work by him. Low Bridges man got underneath him. That's what smaller players have to do. Took the leverage away from him. Helped create the turnover.
Puck to the left wing corner. Ekholm off the glass and out. McDavid down the left wing, over the line, the shot, and Hart just kept it out at the buzzer. He tried to sneak it in short side, and he almost did.
David kept his feet moving there. Created a real good opportunity. Nice late period push from Edmonton. Game on here, head to the third. Oilers got some work to do down by 2, Cam, but they're within striking and Hart stayed. Connor almost squeezed through the final on him.
Almost did. Hart just held it right up against his body. But you're right. Good work by McDavid to keep his feet moving. And Edmonton with a push at the end. They get a goal. They cut into that lead of the Golden Knights. And maybe a little bit of momentum heading into the intermission. And a chance by McDavid late.
See it sort of juiced. The Oilers bringing a third.
So Bouchard scored for Edmonton. Sissons and Lozon scored for Vegas in that period. Howden got one in the first. It's 3-1 for the Golden Knights after 40 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by, and they got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Yeah, that's the horn. Yeah, that's the horn. Intermission time now.
Another period in the books, feeling the vibe here. The Oilers are lighting up the lamp tonight. Yeah, grab a drink with my crew. Everything's feeling so right. We are the Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. Leaving our mark on this whole town. We ain't never gonna slow down. Oilers after dark.
Game is paused. We're on a mission. Oilers after dark. No competition. This intermission. That's our tradition. Yeah, Oilers after dark. Hear the recognition. Intermission. Yeah. Intermission. Let's go.
Themselves, and so as such, I think, Rob, we've seen a pretty desperate effort out of them through 40.
Yeah, they've played well. Both teams have played relatively well in this game. Obviously, the Oilers are a little shorthanded, and it shows when it comes to offensive chances. In this game, there's been 4 big mistakes. The Vegas Golden Knights have had 3 2-on-1s, and they've scored on 2 of them. Those were big mistakes by the Oilers. The Marner backdoor, that was a wonderful play. Ekholm makes the first block of this pass as Marner gets his own pass back and finds backdoor. He gets it over to number 10, Colton Sissons. That was a really nice play by Marner, but it was an odd man break again that the Oilers gave up. So that's 5 in the game. But then the Vegas Golden Knights, who had, they played a fantastic second period. They really did. Carter Hart wasn't tested much. He only had to make one big save, and it was on a weird shot that Nurse shot about 5 feet left of the goal, but it takes a deflection and goes to the far side, and Carter Hart had to make an unbelievable save on it. But really, Vegas didn't give up a whole lot until the last shift of the game, and John Tortorella will not be very happy in his dressing room. Is Dorofeyev has the puck at the blue line, just get the puck out. That's all you want. He's trying to make a play, and he's trying to spring someone for a 2-on-1, but you've got a 3-0 lead last minute of a period. You do not turn the puck over. Credit to Evan Bouchard. He stood his ground, keeps the puck in, and then with a guy chasing him down, buries an absolute rocket up and over Carter Hart. Carter Hart, up until that point, looked unstoppable or unbeatable. But a big mistake by the Vegas Golden Knights have opened the door a little bit for the Edmonton Oilers. And in the dressing room right now, the Oilers will have belief. There will be a positive vibe despite being down 3-1. And John Tortorella is not going to be happy with his Vegas Golden Knights only having a 2-goal lead when it should have been 3. So that goal was huge for Evan Bouchard and the Edmonton Oilers.
He rattled one off the post early in the game, too. I mean, it could easily be a night where he's got multiple goals, and it could still be before the night's over as well. We'll see what the final period has in store. And I'm just looking up at the TV here, Robin. It looks like Calgary's got a sizable lead on Anaheim, too. So this would be a night where you could actually form some separation between yourselves and Anaheim. But I guess, you got to control what you can control here.
Well, and that's what's so funny about this game and why I mentioned at the beginning the importance for the Vegas Golden Knights. If Vegas wins in regulation, they're now 1 point out of the division lead with 5 games left in the season. So that's why it's so big. They could make up 2 points on both the Oilers and the Ducks, and now it's a three-team race, which, 3 days ago or 4 days ago, he thought would be impossible. So the Edmonton Oilers in this game, it would be very, very important to them to find a way to get at least 1 point. And it doesn't look good for the Ducks. And then you keep, Vegas doesn't bounce 2 on you. So it's a big third period, and that goal by Evan Bouchard will make a difference. The Oilers are probably going to get one more power play in this game. That's what's got to work for them as this game goes forward. The power play's got to find a way to click as the Oilers. I mean, this is offensively, they're missing a lot, 5-on-5. So they had a couple shifts at the end. They got to keep throwing pucks to the net. The one thing that did start changing, and you brought up Trent Frederick in the first period, a lot of the stuff that you liked.
Yeah.
He was very active in that period too, but it became contagious. He went skated around the ice holding onto his gloves in one hand, begging Kolazar to fight. But then the next 2 shifts after that, the Oilers came out and were physical. Everybody was hitting. And at one point in the Oilers' end, the Vegas Golden Knights had 2 guys sprawled out trying to pick up their sticks as they were both laid out with big hits. Lazar first and then Wallman. So the physicality by the Oilers set a tone and allowed the Oilers to find a little bit of momentum late in that period.
The hits are 24-6 for the Oilers right now. And when you've got as much grime in the lineup, as it were, in the Oilers lineup as there is, and I think about they've got a couple of third lines and a fourth line dressed right now. You should be seeing a decided advantage in the physicals game, and they have.
Well, yeah.
Making Vegas respond to it.
Well, play to your strengths. You're missing Hyman and Draisaitl, so that means it's more ice time tonight for a Frederick, for a Jones, for a Lazar, Szymanski, Dickinson, Coles, and Kapanen. All these guys are getting more ice time. Well, you're not going to all of a sudden become a 50-goal scorer. You go out and do what you do best and be physical. Get in there on the forecheck. Create scoring chances. by being the first one in on the puck, or by finishing the body check and allow your teammate or your line mate to come up and pick up the puck that's left in the feet. So you can't become a different player because someone's out of the lineup, but do what you do best. There's a reason you're on this team. There's something that you bring to this organization that the Oilers need and want. Go out and do that. And yes, they are a much more physical team, so continue to play that way. And as this game moves on, the fatigue level starts to become in play. And also, we saw a couple times in the second period, the Vegas Golden Knights defensemen and their wingers in their own zone move the puck quickly. And too quickly, because they knew they were getting hit. They didn't want to get caught with the puck, so they blindly threw pucks into space, and that turned the puck over and gave the Oilers scoring chances. So the physicality of the Oilers' second, third, and fourth line did create chances for them.
Yeah, their defense have thrown some hits too along the way. This has been the meat and potatoes of this game hasn't been that bad for the Oilers, but they are stuck 3-1. So in this final frame, Rob, what are you looking for in terms of them putting their foot on the gas pedal?
Well, I think the end of the period should allow the Oilers to start the period with a little momentum. So if I'm the Oilers, my first time I get the puck, I'm getting the red line, I'm dumping it hard into a corner or high lofted one and get on the forecheck. You know as well as I do, when there is a big body check in this arena, this place goes nuts.
Yeah.
And that just, it gets your bench up and the other bench kind of sags. The Vegas bench will sag. So to me, it doesn't have to be a great offensive shift to start the game, to start the period. Be a very physical shift. And that kind of momentum will carry on. And then whenever Connor and his line mates get out there, hopefully he'll be skating downhill at that moment as the Vegas Golden Knights will be in a little bit of chaos in their own zone.
More from Browning coming up in the post-game show. We are at the intermission right now through 40 minutes. It's 3-1 Vegas. We'll be right back with the out-of-town scoreboard on your Ford dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Carbon X, proud sustainability partner of the Edmonton Oilers, is helping OilCountry make a positive impact. This Earth Month, OilCountry can make every effort count by supporting verified climate projects connected to game day, from getting to the game to the energy that powers Rogers Place. Fans who join the effort can take home a limited edition collectible crafted from real Oilers gear. Collectibles are limited. Visit carbonx.com/Oilers and make your effort count.
Now this update from the Canadian press. President Donald Trump is reminding Iran of his April 6th deadline to open up the shipping channel in the Middle East. He wrote on Truth Social, quote, "Remember when I gave Iran 10 days to make a deal or open up the Hormuz Strait? Time is running out. 48 hours before all hell will rain down on them. Glory be to God." Toronto's largest food bank says the war in Iran is making it even more expensive to feed the thousands of food insecure Torontonians who rely on it. The Daily Bread Food Bank says it costs 50 cents more per liter to fill up the trucks that deliver the food to more than 200 food banks and meal programs it serves. And Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen says it was a real treat to watch the new space movie project Hail Mary, starring Ontario's own Ryan Gosling, while getting ready for his own space adventure, the Artemis 2 mission around the moon. From the Canadian Press, I'm David Augustine.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But but they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's 3-1 Vegas. Oilers looking to mount a comeback here in the third. And it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Around the National Hockey League, there's 14 other games, and I have clicked on the wrong link. Bear with me one moment here as we load them all up. I know that Calgary is leading Anaheim right now, 4-1 the scoreline there. There we go. The Predators up 3-2 on the Sharks. Blackhawks 2-0 over the Kraken. Those are the other games going on right now. The finals, Rangers beat the Red Wings 4-1. Wild beat the Senators 4-1. Avalanche 2-0 over the Stars. Lightning 3-1 over Boston. Pittsburgh 9-4 over Florida. Montreal beat New Jersey 4-3. The Capitals over Buffalo 6-2. The Hurricanes knocked off the New York Islanders 4-3. Winnipeg 2-1 over Columbus. Utah 7-4 over Vancouver. Canucks have locked up the worst record in the league and a top 3 draft pick along with it. And the Kings fend off the Maple Leafs 7-6 at Crypto.com Arena. That's the out-of-town scoreboard in the NHL. In the American Hockey League, Bakersfield's about to lose. In fact, they are now officially in the L column against the Ontario Reign. Doubled them up 6-3. That's the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll send it back to Cam and Bob for third period action here at Rogers Place. We're at the intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc.
Oilers After Dark! The puck drops, it's time for the show. Watching the game with the crew I know. Late night hockey lights are down low. For the Oilers, we're ready to go. Orange and blue and our hearts burn bright. We are the faithful, we own the night. Scoring a goal, yeah, it feels so right. We are the faithful, we own the night. Oilers After Dark! Oilers After Dark! We own the night! Yeah, we own the night!
Bloom benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 3-1, Vegas leading Edmonton. We're just about to get set for the third period. And the Oilers, this is OilCountry Mega 50-50 presented by Rogers. Well, that current jackpot, over $2.2 million. And that next lucky winner, it's getting drawn tonight. So get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Assists added to the Bouchard goal. So Roslovic and Savoy drawing assists on the goal by Bouchard at 19:26 in the second period. We dropped the puck. We're underway here in the third as Howden will get the puck into the zone. He just missed Dorofiev. He could have sprung him on a breakaway, but missed him, and the puck goes into the corner. Oilers dodge a bit of a bullet. Pass through the middle, glances off of Roslovic, goes down the ice. Hanifin out from behind his net for the Golden Knights. Up the right wing. Flip it into the right wing corner. Howden shoves it around on the left to Eichel. He put it to the middle and goes right to McDavid. Now to Roslovic to center. To McDavid over the Vegas line. Cross ice pass finds Bouchard in the left wing corner. Savoy to Bouchard, left wing point. For McDavid, his pass, he was trying to slide that across to Nurse. It got picked out of the air by Howden, and it's at center. Eichel will dump it in. Bouchard will take it behind the Edmonton net. Now come out through the middle of the ice. Cross to Nurse. Nurse to Podkolzin. Into the Vegas zone. Podkolzin, right wing corner. To the right wing point for Murphy. He'll take a shot. It goes wide to the left wing point. Nurse out to Podkolzin. He's top of the circle on the left for Nugent Hopkins. Podkolzin. Right wing point to Murphy. Right side to Nurse into the corner. Podkolzin to the top of the circle to Nurse on the left to Murphy. The one-timer save made by Hart. Puck to the line. Penalty coming up to Vegas when they touch it. Left wing corner is Kapanen to the blue line to Nurse. Right side to Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing in the middle, it's McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Just sailed over his stick. Now to the blue line for Murphy. Left wing side to McDavid, and Barbashev will touch it. And Edmonton, 1:51 into the third. They're down 3-1, but will go on the power play.
Well, you need one here if you're Edmonton. And it's game on if you get one. The Oilers making a couple changes to their lines here. Roslovic now permanently up along with Savoy and McDavid. McDavid's getting his wheel looked at. His left skate. I'd like to say that I could do that, but I'm not flexible enough to do that, what he's doing with Brad Harrison there. And then Nugent Hopkins is now in between Podkolzin and Kapanen.
Korzak off for the trip. Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Third power play of the game for Edmonton. They're 0-for-2. Puck goes to McDavid in the slot. A backhand save made by Hart. Nugent Hopkins in the right corner. His pass in front that hit a stick. Comes back to Nugent Hopkins. He's on the left side. To Savoy, left wing point. To the blue line in the middle to Bouchard. Bouchard to Savoy, but it's picked off by Sissons. Maybe an odd man rush to Cole Smith. But he's taken to the boards by Bouchard, and the puck in the neutral zone in the skates of Smith. Roslovic got it free, but Hanifin can get it down the ice. Bouchard goes in behind the net. 3-1. Vegas leads. 2.5 gone here in the third. Through the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Savoy into the Vegas end. A shot. It's blocked. Puck on the left wing point. McDavid across to Bouchard. Across to McDavid in the middle on the blue line. Right wing to Nugent Hopkins. Right side, McDavid to Nugent Hopkins in front of the net for Roslovic. Went off his skate, goes to McDavid. He's top of the circle. Over to Bouchard. His shot and his stick craters. McDavid wanted to keep it in. It hit down. It comes out. Bouchard will get a new twig. Brought in on the left wing by Savoy. And it goes off the stick of Colasar, comes out. 42 seconds to go on the man advantage. Pass on the right, too far for McDavid by Bouchard. McNabb will get it all the way down. Bouchard behind the Edmonton net. Up the right wing to center to McDavid. Into the Vegas zone, cuts across the top. Gets it on the left, comes to Kapanen. Spins to the left corner, to the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing for McDavid. Towards the net, just missed. Henrique was in front of the goal. Bouchard, right side to Ekholm. Now to Henrique. Henrique along the right wing boards. It goes to the middle of the ice. Marner will get it out. Penalty will be done. Edmonton 0 for 3 on the power play as Korczak steps back out there. Kapanen checked at the blue line by Eichel. Now to Stone into the Oilers zone. Drops it to Barbashev. A shot tipped. Scores. Stone got his stick on it. As Barbashev let it go from the left wing, it goes in. It's 4-1 Vegas. Perfect redirection by Mark Stone.
Well, they've been the sharper team, the better team. They've had some puck luck too, Cam.
Stone's 24th.
Ekholm couldn't tie up Stone's stick, and I mean, Stone's got a great stick. You're talking about a forward, big, rangy man that's got as good a set of hands as there is in the league. Great redeflection.
4:04, time of the goal. The Golden Knights able to kill off the Oiler power play and then get one soon thereafter to make it a 4-1 lead here in the third. Korczak will shoot it in. Ingram behind the net, left it to Murphy. Now on the left to Podkolzin. Cross to Murphy. Right wing to Dickinson. Gain center, shoots it in. Along the left, shot towards the net. Steered aside by Hart as Nurse had let it go. And up near the blue line, puck goes into the Vegas bench, and we get the whistle.
And Carter Hart, to this point in the game, talking to some of the Vegas people, I think this is one of the best starts they've seen out of one of their goaltenders in the last couple months. So he's battled. He's played well. And Connor Ingram's had some real good work here for Edmonton of late. This has not been an easy start for him.
No.
I mean, when you get beat by Jeremy Lauzon, high blocker side, that's a guy who hasn't scored how many games?
It's 121, I believe.
That might be a sign that it might have been Vegas' night.
Yeah. 112, sorry, 112. Been 112 games for him. Through the middle, Marner will get it out. He'll dump it down. That'll be icing against Vegas. No, you're right. That's a telltale sign that it's probably the Golden Knights' evening. Face-off will be to the right of Hart. 4 minutes, 50 seconds here into the third. Henrique taking the draw against Marner. McNabb will get it around the boards, but Ekholm keeping it in towards the net and unable to get a stick on it was Lazar. Puck to the left wing point. Nurse on the left wing, kicked out of the air by Marner to the middle to Howden. Howden will shoot it in. It's on net, gloved down by Ingram. Give it to Ekholm. On the right wing to Lazar, got bumped by Dowd. Jones will get it out through the middle. Puck goes into the Vegas territory. Anderson. Now to Hanifin. Center ice to Dowd. Flip it in. He goes after it. It's on the inboard. Szymanski, left wing corner to Wallman. Now to the top of the circle. Right to Dickinson. He'll go across on the right. And Frederick could only get it to the Vegas blue line. Colasar will shoot it in. Smith, Cole Smith, left wing. Puck goes near the line to McNabb. Shoots it wide. To the right side. Off the right wing was Marner's shot. Steered into the corner by Ingram. I got it tied up in skates. And it gets hacked into the middle of the ice where Trent Frederick off the left wing boards to himself into the Vegas zone. Taken to the boards by Theodore and Cole Smith. Marner to get the loose puck. And behind the goal to McNabb. It went off his stick. McDavid to the blue line for Bouchard. Along the right wing. Rims it in behind the net. It goes to the left. Roslovic off the left wing boards to the point. Ekholm to Bouchard. Waiting. The shot. That hit traffic in front and it goes over the glass. and out of play. 6 minutes, 32 seconds gone here in the third. 4-1 Vegas leading Edmonton. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here at Rogers Place. 4-1 Vegas leading Edmonton. 6:32 gone in the third period. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments. No interest for 1 year. Face off the Vegas end to the right of Hart. Dropped it once, they'll have to do it again. McDavid, Roslovic, and Savoy on the ice with Ekholm and Bouchard. Kolesar's taking the draw for Vegas. Puck goes to the left wing point. Ekholm to Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. To Bouchard. The one-timer is save made by Hart. The puck on the left side. Off the left wing boards is McDavid. His pass to the middle got blocked. Smith will get it high in the air and out for the Golden Knights. Ekholm retreats to the side of his net. Long pass to Roslovic. Oh, it just went off his stick. Now he gets to it. The angled shot and the save made by Hart. And he's got it in the glove. .701 gone here in the third. 4-1 Vegas leads. Kapanen, Nugent Hopkins, and Podkolzin on the ice with Nurse and Murphy. Face-off will be to the left of Carter Hart. Puck to the left corner. Theodore across the Stone through the middle, picked out of the air by Nugent Hopkins. Dump it to the right wing corner. Theodore to Stone. Stone will get it out, and that will not be icing. Poulsen out from behind his net for Edmonton. Long pass through the middle to Kapanen. Comes into the Vegas end on the right wing. A shot! Glove save made by Hart. Oh, hold on. Be a face-off in the Vegas end.
Not seeing a lot of Ty Emberson right now for Edmonton.
He's on the bench, though, right? I think so.
I think he's at the end of the bench.
Yeah. Face off to the left of Hart. All four netminders on the game sheet. All WHL grads. Puck goes to the left wing. Lozon won't get it out. Jones will shoot it. Misses on the short side. Marner can clear. It'll be icing against Vegas.
Savoy with another point. He's had a good run here since
he has. Yeah. It's up to 33 points on the season.
And again, the Oilers have had some bounces go their way in this 5-game winning streak. They haven't bought one tonight. Vegas has been a little bit better, but Edmonton hasn't had any puck luck, especially on the power play, where they're 0 for 3. Last 2 power plays created looks.
Yep.
Let's drop the puck here, Stripes.
Let's go. McDavid wins the drop. Puck goes to Wallman. Hammers it on net, and a save by Hart. Jake Wallman wasted no time. Ripped that thing on goal. Another face-off to the right of Hart.
It appears as though the Oilers only playing 5D right now.
Yeah. It does look that way. Face off to the right of Hart. Puck gets into the corner. McNabb around the boards. That's past Howden. That's icing. We'll do that again in the Vegas zone. Shots 25-24 in favor of the Golden Knights.
Roslovic, a righty here, to take the drop. Okay. Up with McDavid and Savoy right now.
Be up against Howden. Howden got the scoring started for Vegas in the first period. Kicks it back into the left wing corner. Theodore will sail it out. That's icing.
It's wow. Brandon Bobcats breakout from 2000.
That's a lot of icings here.
You know, the Brandon Bobcat coach that went on to coach the National Hockey League, played an impact at the 98 Olympics.
Andy Murray?
Yes. Yes. Let's not use Wayne Gretzky in the shootout.
All right, puck to the left wing corner. Theodore through the middle. Didn't get a lot on that. It goes to the line. Bouchard comes over to the left wing. Bouchard to the point. Wallman over to Savoy. Right side to McDavid. Goes to the right corner, looks in front of the net, a pass that hit a stick, comes back to McDavid, has it in the left corner, in front of the goal, trying to bank it off a Hart. He still has it. It's McDavid to the top of the circle, across to Bouchard on the left wing. Bouchard gets to the middle of the ice to McDavid, towards the net, goes behind it, out to Wallman. That shot goes off the outside of the goal. McDavid on the right wing. Top of the circle, checked, and getting it out is Dowd, but it's on net, so it won't be icing. Bouchard at his own blue line. Over to Wallman. Oilers are down 4-1 here in the third. McDavid to Lazar. 11 minutes to go in the third. Left wing to Jones. Off the end boards, it goes to the right. Henrique gets it in for, was back to the point, and Ekholm skips it just wide. It comes out to Henrique. That shot, that hit the stick. Allows on and goes wide. Puck to the line. Ekholm trying to shoot it. It's blocked. Sissons will get it out. Sissons to the Edmonton blue line. Into the Edmonton zone. For Hertl to the corner for Sissons. Taken to the end boards. Nurse will get the puck. Cut it up the left wing. And the Oilers clear it out. Henrique to Podkolzin. Podkolzin, a shot off the glove of Hart. Didn't play it clean. Barbashev will get it out up in the air.
Good hit by Frederick.
Murphy in his own end. To Nurse, left wing corner. To Murphy behind the net. Murphy in front of the net for Dickinson. Up the left wing to Szymanski. Into the Vegas end. Szymanski on the left wing to the point for Wallman. Over to Murphy. A shot. Pinballs to the net. Hart kept it out and the puck cleared.
Pucks are just hitting him. It's just hitting him tonight.
It'll be icing.
It's one of those nights where it's finding him. He's playing well, but it's hitting him.
Yeah, that one changed direction, but kept it out. Face off to the left of Hart.
I mean, that
double deflected. Yeah. And then it hit him. Roslovic to take the draw. 9:52 to go here in the third. 4-1 Vegas leads. Hannafin behind the net. On the right to Anderson. Will get it out. Wallman off the left wing boards to Bouchard. Now on the right to McDavid. Comes into the Vegas zone. Goes to the right wing corner. McDavid behind the net. A centering pass all the way to the blue line. Bouchard rips it. Oh, that one hit Kolasar. And Barbashev will get it out of the zone to Dowd. Poked off his stick by Bouchard. Wallman on the right to Roslovic. Comes through the middle. Gets into the Vegas end. Left side, McDavid. Cross ice pass just deflected by Dowd before it could get to Savoy. Dowd will clear it. Gave it to Cole Smith into the Oiler end to Kolasar. Goes to the left wing corner. Out to Smith. Spins around. Leaves it. Ripped on net. Great save made by Ingram. That was drilled on goal by Marner. The puck cleared out.
That
Icing.
is from point blank.
Oh, that was a blast. Icing against Edmonton. 8:56 to go in the third. 4-1 Vegas leads. And Marner just lays into it about 15 feet out. And that one hits Ingram in the shoulder.
Connor's been out there for a while. He's got to get off the ice here.
Connor,
stick.
McDavid's stick just snapped in half as they tried to drop the puck. He's got to go over to the Edmonton bench, takes his time, grabs a new stick. Face off to the right of Ingram. McDavid wins the draw to himself, spins up the right, and now gets out to center. Comes into the Vegas zone, stops on the right. Tried to feed a pass into the middle to Kapanen, but it's broken up by Howden. He'll bounce it into the Oiler end. Dorofeev taken to the end boards. Puck goes to Mitch Marner. Pass behind the net, looking for Dorofeev. Getting in front of him was Bouchard. Good play to Dickinson, to center now to Podkolzin, or to Wallman to Podkolzin. He'll drop it to Kapanen, but he got caught and his stick got lifted by Howden and the puck cleared out.
Kapanen's had a couple chances to let her rip. Hasn't been able to get it through.
Nurse to center ice and shoot it in off the glass. Goes to the right wing, into the right wing corner. Rim by Sissons. Nurse keeping it in. Puck goes to the left side. In along the left wing boards was Nugent Hopkins with Sissons. He steals it. Nugent Hopkins is passed, and that was stolen by Marner. Will get it out on the back end. Won't be hard enough for icing. Ingram's got to play it, and he does to Nurse on the left wing. Nurse in the left corner of the Oiler end. Up the left side, goes off his stick back into the Oiler zone. Nurse behind the net. 7:35 to go in the third. 4-1 Vegas leads. Right wing to Connor Murphy. Up the right to Lazar. Now to Henrique into the Vegas zone. Towards the net is shot, and that goes just off the stick of Jones and wide. Hurdle to Stone. We'll get it out. Ekholm to Bouchard in his own end. Off the left wing boards and out. Theodore will flip it in. It'll go right to Stone. He'll shoot it towards the net, and that one goes wide after it went off of Bouchard. Lazar will get it out, and he comes through center. On the right to Henrique, now to Matthias Ekholm. Into the Vegas end, he'll dump it in. Hart will stop it behind the net. Give it to Hannafin. Hannafin on the left wing. Through the middle and out, and it will not be icing. As flying after was Cole Smith, took a hard hit from Connor Murphy. The puck on the end boards inside the Edmonton end. Kolasar to the left wing point to Hannafin. Across the one-timer by McNabb, and that is blockered away by Ingram. Smith on the end boards to the corner. Szymanski there for Edmonton. To Murphy behind the net. To Szymanski on the left wing. He'll find Nurse. He'll come up the right wing. Off the boards and in. McNabb to Dowd. Long pass to Kolasar. He'll shoot it in. Save made by Ingram. 6:05 to go here in the third. 4-1 Vegas leading. Right wing for McDavid. McDavid through center into the Vegas end. Down that right side is centering pass. Misses Roslovic. Goes to Wallman on the left wing point. Wallman couldn't keep it in. Howden will get it out. Howden to Dorofiev to Howden in front of the net. Marner chance saved by Ingram. The rebound, and Connor Ingram covers it up with Dorofiev right in front of the net. We'll take a break. 5:43 to go in the third. 4-1, Vegas leads Edmonton from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with black appearance package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
4-1, Vegas leads Edmonton. 5:43 to go here in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Brett Howden, Colton Sissons, Jeremy Lozon, Mark Stone. They have scored for Vegas. Evan Bouchard has the goal for Edmonton. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Connor Ingram. Lazar taking the draw against Hurdle. Hurdle out of the face-off circle. Sissons will take the draw. They drop it. Puck goes to Wallman. Comes out from behind the Edmonton net. Little bank pass to center for Jones. Pinched upon by Anderson, and Jones is going to get a tripping call, and he gives Anderson a shot. Edmonton's about to be shorthanded here with 5:35 to go in the third. Just the second power play of the evening for Vegas. So Jones to the box for tripping. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Connor Ingram. Shots now 30-27 in favor of the Golden Knights. Henrique to take the draw against Tomas Hertl. Henrique wins it. Wallman goes behind the net to the left and then drills the puck all the way down the ice. Hart can set it to Marner. Marner will weave his way to center, then drop it back to Eichel. He'll come into the Edmonton zone, go across the top. Stone on the right wing with it to Eichel behind the net.
Never answered Emerson. He's out there.
Okay. No, yeah, he's out there now. Dorofiev, right corner. Left wing to Eichel, to the blue line. Marner to Eichel. Goes to the left corner, behind the net. In front to Hertl. He fanned on the shot, and Wallman will get it down the ice. Marner through the middle. In the neutral zone, steps up to the Edmonton line, just gets it in on the left wing, off the boards to the left wing corner to Dorofeev. He got dumped down by Murphy. Puck goes to the right corner. Stone to Hurdle on the left side. Gave it to Eichel. He's along the board. Szymanski pressuring him. Then to Hurdle, now to the blue line to Marner. Fakes the shot. Left wing to Eichel. Eichel at the top of the circle. Side of the net. Stone centering pass off his stick. Goes to Eichel. To the blue line to Marner, but Szymanski got in there and deflects it out. 30 seconds to go on the penalty to Jones. 4 minutes to go here in the third. 4-1 Vegas leads. Hanifin on the left for Barbashev. Right wing to Sissons. Shoots it in cross corner. Howden back to the line to Hanifin. Left wing Barbashev to Anderson. A shot, scores. Rasmus Anderson with a blast as he stepped in from the point. It's a power play goal. Makes it 5-1 for Vegas. And Rasmus Anderson gets his 16th of the year.
And he was chirping the Oilers bench after.
He's got points in 4 straight. Barbashev will pick up the first assist.
Barbashev's had a big game for them tonight. He's been good.
We got 2 assists here in this third period, does Ivan Barbashev. And it's 5-1 for Vegas. Cole Smith will get it in. Puck along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. To the left wing point to McNabb. Rolled it towards the net. Knocked down by Wallman. He's able to get it out. Vegas 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Dowd to Cole Smith will bring it in. His shot and is saved by Ingram on a rising shot to the blocker side. Amberson with it inside the Edmonton end. Into the middle of Frederick. Now to Szymanski. Checked at the blue line. Anderson will get it out. Anderson for Barbashev and Hanifin. That was at 16-13 of this third period. Up the right wing, Frederick gets his stick lifted in the neutral zone. It goes into Vegas territory, top of the circle, and Eichel is the one that comes up with it. Slide that back into the corner to Hanifin. It'll go across to Lauzon. Lauzon got it out. Dorofeev into the Oiler end. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Murphy to Nurse. Nurse through the middle to Podkolzin. Up the left wing. Wanted to get it to Kapanen. Intercepting was Dorofeev. Will shoot it in. Ekholm on the right side for Murphy. To center ice. Kapanen, 1 touches to Podkolzin. Down the right wing, driving towards it. And a backhand. The save made by Hart. And he covers it. With 2:04 to go here in the third, 5-1, Vegas leads Edmonton. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
Score savings on your next vacation with Jet Set Parking. Take your love of hockey wherever the team goes. With self-park and valet park options, 24/7 shuttles, and transparent pricing, Jet Set Parking is there for every big moment. For a limited time, get 40% off airport parking with promo code HOCKEY when you book online. Book by April 15th for travel before July 31st. Limited spots available. Use code HOCKEY for 40% off airport parking at jetsetparking.com/YEG. Terms and conditions apply.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Just 2:04 to go here in the third. The Vegas Golden Knights up 5-1 on the Edmonton Oilers.
You know, on some nights, Connor Creighton, what he did tonight would be a 2 or 3 point night. And Carter Hart, we're going to give him credit. He's had a good start. The Oilers didn't shoot it off in their first power play, but they corrected that for power plays 2 and 3. McDavid created a lot, 5-on-5. It's one of those nights where pucks hit Carter Hart. He's good in goal, too. And tonight was a night for Connor Ingram where, you know, a little bit of spillage on a rebound or two.
Murphy with a blast wide of the net. Nurse will let it go. Saved by Hart, and he holds on. Minute 57 to go here in the third. Yeah, Vegas taking advantage. A couple of goals off the rush.
An Edmonton team that also did not have Leon Draisaitl nor Zach Hyman. Again, that stat. In the last 3 seasons, there's only 5 players that have scored 50 goals. The Oilers have 2 of them. And they were not in the lineup tonight.
Nurse from the left wing, a shot saved by Hart. Whistle went. Puck did come out, but whistle had already gone. No, those are significant absences.
Yeah, and it really, I mean, it affects their power play because it's 2/5 of their power play. Oilers' 5-game winning streak will come to an end. Of course, they've beaten Vegas twice in Vegas.
And once here earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Yep. December.
And probably got some puck luck in those games.
Shot from the point, saved by Hart off of Nurse. And Cole Smith will get it out, finds Dowd at center, he'll dump it in. You're right, these things tend to even out over the course of a long season.
And Vegas looked like a different team tonight.
They were very good. Lazar to center, and on the right wing will shoot it in. Korzak, the right wing boards to Kolasar, he got it out. Puck shot to the, oh, here we go. Fredericks having words with Kolasar. The play's still going on, and now Sissons will steal it. He'll commit his shot, and the save made by Ingram. There's still a gathering by the benches, but the game's still going. And out to center ice is Dickinson. Down the left wing, his shot saved by Hart. Hit him in the right shoulder. Wallman on the left wing point. We're in the last minute here in the third. 5-1, Vegas leads. It's along the boards inside the Vegas zone. Szymanski battling for it with Sissons. It's in the skates. It's top of the circle and goes into the corner to Hanifin. Hanifin with 40 seconds left. Up the left wing, off a hurdle. Didn't know where it was. Frederick has it at the Edmonton blue line. Into his own end for Wallman. Frederick's having words at the Vegas bench. Wallman still has it in the Oilers zone. There's 20 seconds left. Trying to keep order at center ice as the puck dumped into the Vegas zone. 12 seconds left. Korzak will clear it out. Took a hit there, didn't like it. From Roslovic, that's drawing a crowd, and now Podkolzin gets in there. The time's gone off the clock. Vegas has won the game 5-1, but a gathering at center ice.
Nothing's going to happen here.
They'll all split up.
They didn't like that Roslovic threw a hit at the end of the game on Korzak. Whatever.
Oilers' 5-game winning streak comes to an end. Vegas has won 3 straight since they have got new head coach John Tortorella. 5-1 the final here. Golden Knights over the Edmonton Oilers. They're still having words between the benches. The linesmen are in there. The referees are there. Trying to get the Oilers off the ice, trying to get Vegas off the ice.
Colzar's chirping away. Still chirping away at the Oilers bench.
Yeah, and
course,
that'll be that.
He was the guy that got speed bagged a couple of years ago by Evander Kane.
All right.
They're better tonight.
They were good.
That's it.
The pace of their game was higher than we saw earlier.
And their goalie was better.
Yeah, he was very good. Carter Hart had a...
I'm not going to pin this one on...
No.
On Connor Ingram. The Oilers gave Vegas 2 of the first 3 goals. So frustrating night for the Oilers. They didn't get any puck luck around the net, but Vegas were the better team. They deserved the victory. With Anaheim losing back-to-back nights at home to St. Louis and tonight to Calgary, the Oilers are still tied for first in the Pacific.
I mean, Vegas pulls a couple points closer to both Edmonton and Anaheim.
Yeah.
But
I'll be interested to see if these when these 2 teams play in the playoffs.
It'd be a lot of fun, absolutely. Well, now the Oilers got to look ahead. You got starting off a 3-game road trip. It's Utah, San Jose, and LA, but it starts in Utah.
Yeah, and Edmonton's now Utah has been really good on the road, not so good at home, and the Oilers need a much better effort tonight, and they're probably not going to have Zach Hyman for that game. Obviously, no Leon Draisaitl. Edmonton's going to have to find greater consistency 5v5 to win that hockey game. The Oilers couldn't have asked for any more help in the Pacific Division tonight, let me tell you. Other than the Kings winning, I mean,
sure.
The Flames win 5-3 in Anaheim. The Blackhawks have doubled up the Kraken 4-2. So, we're still waiting on one more game here, which is Nashville and San Jose. I mean...
Nashville's leading 5-3.
5-3.
With 2 minutes to go. You're right. Couldn't have asked for much more.
Right. So, Edmonton's still got some work to do here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're sitting at 87 points. They get in for sure at 91 points, so they need 2 more wins in their final 5 games. They're going to need to play a heck of a lot better than they did tonight in Utah. That said, they played a team that looks different than they've been in Vegas, and they've got the usual, Brian Burke would refer to it as the quote-unquote dead cat bounce from the coaching change, and they just needed a different message. And, Vegas is a relentless organization, and tonight they were a little bit better than the Oilers, and that happens sometimes. And you know what? Carter Hart ended up this game with 31 saves, and he's, part of the reason why they got the win, in tonight's hockey. We got Rob Brown coming up in the post-game show for Rogers. I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about goaltending, but I think overall, if you look at it, Vegas were just the better team. They were sharp, they were fast, their defense were more active, and the Oilers' 5-game winning streak comes to an end. They'll have to recalibrate on against another team that they've beaten. They haven't lost a game to Utah this year. They're 2-0 against Utah. They were 3-0 against Vegas coming in tonight, and we look for the Oilers to elevate the level of their performance come Tuesday.
5-1 the final. Vegas over Edmonton. Brett Howden, Colton Sissons, Jeremy Lauzon, Mark Stone, and Rasmus Anderson scoring for the Golden Knights. 3 assists to Jack Eichel, a couple of assists to Ivan Barbashev. For Edmonton, it was Evan Bouchard with the goal. Oilers dropped to 39, 29, and 9, and Vegas improves to 35, 26, and 16. 5-1, Vegas over the Edmonton Oilers. A Rogers post-game show's coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Top of the circle on the right. Dorofiev will not get it out. Bouchard keeping it in. Bouchard skating towards the net. A shot. Scores! Evan Bouchard gets the Oilers on the board. They trail 3-1.
That's the highlight zone for Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone from the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest. This is the Rogers postgame show.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit edmontonsbesthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, no Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Smart play of the game brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's the smart move for your next meal. Look at the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop as we bring a border in. And that goes to Matt Savoy for running a pick on the Oilers' lone goal of the game. We bring a border inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Rob, your assessment on what we saw tonight.
Well, let's go back to what we talked about last game. After the Chicago game, the Oilers got the victory, and they got a good goaltending effort. But we talked about it being a loose defensive game for the Oilers. They gave up way too many odd man breaks, and that playing Chicago, you can get away with it. But you won't get away with it against the good teams. Well, tonight, they had 5 or 6 odd man breaks. Two of the Golden Knights' first goals came on 2-on-1 breaks. You just can't give those up. So that bled from the Chicago Blackhawk game. It bled into tonight's game. And there was a lot of good out of the Oilers tonight. The physicality, the emotional level, the intensity was all good. But those mistakes, big mistakes, you just can't have against good teams. The Mitch Marners and the Jack Eichels, they don't miss on those opportunities. So there's a lot to like. It was a different lineup for the Oilers. They didn't have Hyman. They didn't have Leon. But they still gave up 5 goals. And I think that's the part that Chris Knobloch's not going to be happy with, because if you lose to the Golden Knights 3-2, you're like, okay, we didn't have our 2 best shooters in the game tonight, and those things happen. But they didn't play as good defensively tonight as they've been playing as of late. And the other thing, too, Bob, and this is the one thing that scares you about the Vegas Golden Knights. You look at this is a good hockey club. It's a veteran hockey club. A lot of these guys have won the Stanley Cup. They got a coach that has won a Stanley Cup. The biggest problem for the Golden Knights all year long, and we talked about it before the game, is goaltending. Carter Hart was excellent in this game. He was really good. He made a save. It was a weird shot from Nurse to hit someone's skate, and he makes a big left foot save. That could have changed the complexion of the game. If they get goaltending from Carter Hart like they did tonight, this team becomes dangerous. So it was. This was a day that Vegas was better. And have made this Pacific race for the division lead exciting now. There's 3 teams, all played the same amount of games, separated by 1 point.
5 games left. The Ducks losing again tonight, so 87-87. The Oilers actually technically are first right now, tied with Anaheim at 87 and Vegas at 86.
It was a big game for Vegas because LA won. If Vegas loses, all of a sudden LA's 3 behind with a game in hand.
They look different tonight. They were pushing the pace. They were activating their defense. Edmonton fed their transition on 2 of the first 3. Like the first goal, Podkolzin never makes that mistake. Well, you could hear Wallman scream, no. And that led, and then, big rebound. A good initial save from Ingram. But
I don't know if you know, like Jack Eichel looked up and saw where his Howden was. He was going backdoor. Now, if it goes in, great. If not, the rebound can only go to one place. Yeah, and he's a great player. The play that Marner made, Ekholm makes a fantastic save with the stick blocking the first pass. But Marner's he's Olympian. He gets the second one, goes backdoor to Sissons. You just can't give up those odd man breaks. And then, Leon Draisaitl has missed tremendously
on the power play.
But their power play is not the same. And they will create chances, but they don't get the finish of a Leon, or Leon, the chances he creates are wide open tap-ins. So, until Leon comes back, their power play, which is their biggest weapon, has unfortunately been very, very quiet now for...
It's this simple for Edmonton. They just got to limit the scoring chances against. They didn't do that, Rob. Great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is Rogers Postgame Show, Oilers Radio Network.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Legacy Heating and Cooling offers no payments and no interest for 1 year on your new furnace. So, when you wake up to no heat, call Legacy. Call Legacy. If you need it immediately with no overtime rates, call Legacy. Call Legacy. If you need it immediately and want to combo it with AC, call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year on your new furnace. It could only be Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. We'll start with the Bakersfield Condors. They got doubled up tonight in Ontario, 6-3. Condors were playing really well until this week. They dropped all 3 games. They got a pair of 3-game weeks coming up over the course of the next 2 weeks. Tomorrow night, do or die for the Edmonton Oil Kings. Though they're the favorite in the series, they've had some injuries to some key players. They're down 3-2. Saskatoon's been good and full marks for a 3-2 series victory. In order to keep their season alive, Edmonton needs to win tomorrow in Saskatoon. Game 7 would be played Monday here at Rogers Place. 2, the National Hockey League. And man, oh man, Edmonton got a lot of help. Chicago Blackhawks went in Seattle, beat the Kraken 4-2. So that's one Pacific team trying to reel in the Oilers that loses. San Jose Sharks trying to reel in Edmonton. They get doubled up by Nashville 6-3 tonight. The Anaheim Ducks had a chance to move ahead of the Oilers. The Oilers lose tonight 5-1 at home to Vegas. Instead, the Ducks lost for the second straight night at home to a team that's behind them in the standings, Calgary Flames. They never lose when they score 4 more goals, and they scored 5. They beat the Ducks 5-3. Maple Leafs forced overtime. LA Kings have still only won 19 games in regulation, but they got an incredibly favorable home schedule to close out the regular season. They beat Toronto 7-6 in OT, and it was Quentin Byfield with the GWG. Utah pounds Vancouver 7-4. Winnipeg Jets rally from a 2-1 or from a 1-0 deficit, win in Columbus 2-1. The Jets in Nashville are trying to chase down the 8th and final spot in the Western Conference. Capitals 6-2 victory over the Sabres. Canadians winning a shootout 4-3 over the Devils. The Florida Panthers, the defending 2-time Stanley Cup champions, been to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals. They will not make the playoffs. They have been officially eliminated. They lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins 9-4. Tampa Bay 3-1 victory over Boston. Colorado a 2-0 victory over Dallas. In those games, McKinnon empty net goal, and Kucherov empty net goals. So Connor McDavid held off the score sheet tonight. McDavid, 126 points with 5 games left. Kucherov, 125 points with 6 games left. And McKinnon, 122 points with 7 games left. Bouchard, by the way, is up to 88 points. And right now it looks like he's going to win the scoring race for defensemen going away. 4-1 Rangers over Red Wings. Red Wings are in a little bit of trouble. They look to be in a pretty good spot about a month ago to make the playoffs. Might not happen now. Minnesota beat Ottawa 4-1. And that closes out our NHL action tonight. Again, here at Rogers Place, Vegas, full marks. They beat the Oilers 5-1. This is Rogers Postgame Show.
A
I guess you've heard rodent infestations are on the rise. Rodents are everywhere. Homes, cottages, and even businesses. I'm Rachel, a trained expert with Able Pest Control, and I love helping people, like James.
I found rodents at my business, and I know that getting them out is hard, so I called the pros at Able right away.
Smart move, James. We know what to do to get rid of all kinds of pests and protect your home or business, guaranteed.
We're on it.
My name is Rachel with Able Pest Control, and I'm on it.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Let's go to tonight's 3 stars, brought to you by Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. 3rd star tonight, Jack Eichel with 3 assists. 2nd star tonight, 31 saves, Carter Hart. Brett Howden got it going for Vegas with a goal, an assist, and a sequence at 2-0 where a lot of Oilers fans thought should have been penalized for knocking down way behind the scenes. Kasperi captain after he got the puck up the ice, and I think some people thought maybe even some players on the ice that the play was going to be blown dead. There was a little bit of that tonight, by the way. A little bit of a chippy game at times, and it didn't get blown down, and he's tonight's 1st star. Rogers postgame show heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Oilers return to action Tuesday in Utah against the Mammoth. For my play-by-play partners, Cam Moon, who called tonight's game, Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aiden Gannam. Studio producers, Eamon Hashim and Kellen Kennedy. Engineer Troy Bowler. I'm Bob Stone.
Oilers beat Vegas in Vegas twice last month. 4-2 and 4-3 in overtime. Here's a steal by Savoy. He's been hot. He trucks to the net and can't stuff it by Carter Hart.
That's how things are going. Great job at Brett Howden here to track down the speedy Savoy and knock.
Emerson steps up. Keeps the puck beneath the Vegas goal line. Popped down in front for a moment. Szymanski had a notion, couldn't get there, and all of a sudden, here comes Jack Eichel, barreling his way, shooting on that save. Rebound score! Brett Howden, with goals in back-to-back games, give him 11 on the year, and Vegas gets the first goal. It's 1-0 Golden Knights.
Pad save by Carter Hart, and that little chip past the defender. Jack Eichel, election to shoot. He took that quick look to see who was with him. Right there, you can see, nope, I'm going to shoot it. Big rebound right to Howden, and he somehow slides this one through.
Borzak, a little hold on Frederick. Hill icing is canceled.
He knew Frederick was going to get there first, so Szymanski with a nice play off the hard Karen back wall.
Marner centering pass, backhanded home by Colton Sissons. 2-0 Vegas. Sissons with his 6th.
And you're going to see he gets going, and then the transitional play, it's a clean out of the zone, and just the first pass attempted that gets saved. But it's the second opportunity by Marner. The first one deflected, but he stays with it. It's that quick secondary pass. One doesn't go, the second one does. And on the backhand side, Sissons right in the perfect spot.
Dorofeev threw it around for Howden. Quick up, Eichel elected to kick it back. Meanwhile, Kapanen working over Howden, and then Howden stuck his stick in there. Shot still. Lazan buries it for his first goal in more than 2 years. 3-0 Vegas, a dust-up at one end, and Lazan finishes for the first time in 113 games at the other.
Kapanen take him down, letting him play back there. But look how far back behind the play they are when Lazan gets this puck, and what a release.
Ekholm to Bouchard, looking for a lane. Slings it, redirected wide. And those little battles, the one that Howden just won, those are the ones Edmonton's been winning for 2 weeks right now. Bouchard to the net, scores! And Edmonton right back in this game. Bouchard with one they needed, and now Savoy and Andrews Anderson wrapping up. But the Oilers back in it. Evan Bouchard with his 21st to cut it to 3-1.
And they've had some looks and chances. It started to get some action in the offensive zone. The dogged work by Savoy, though, did not allow that puck to get out of the zone. He's the one on the backtrack, back-checking, just relentless on it. Bouchard's the one that comes out with this puck, and he just takes the ice to the middle. Center drive by Roslovic. Great job by him to knock the stick out of Anderson's hands, and I think that's what Anderson was a little upset about.
4 minutes gone by, third period. Still 3-1 Vegas. Jack Eichel. Stone cuts right. Barbashev, a shot redirected home. What a tip by the captain, Mark Stone. And Vegas kills off an Edmonton power play. And then Stone extends the lead to 4-1.
The one thing is you heard the panel talk about the transitional play of the Vegas Golden Knights has been great in this game, and they've been opportunistic. A little drop pass by Stone. He gets himself to the area, and more importantly, he gets to the front of Ekholm, which allows him to kind of reach on this little shot pass and a perfect little redirection.
25 seconds left on this power play. Barbashev shoveled across to Sisson. Still put it in the opposite corner for Howden. Hanifin. Barbashev stepping up. Anderson and drives. Stone. And that'll put it away. Vegas 5, Edmonton 1, Rasmus Anderson.
Darnell Nurse on the way back after staring down a fan. This is just a well-played shot by Anderson. Nice activation by Barbashev, who's having himself a season this year. Quick little pass to find Anderson gives him time to walk into the top of the circle. He puts this right into the bar, short side.
That's a career-high 16 goals now, Louis, for Rasmus Anderson. Pop on Korczak by Roslovic, and he takes a few cross-checks down. Podkolzin answers that, and the players will be separated at center ice as the horn sounds, signaling a 5-1 Vegas Golden Knights victory.
This a bit of a departure from the way you guys have been playing?
Yeah, I think probably got away from the way that we know how to play. I thought it was we were slow tonight, and that's a result against a team like that.
There's some opportunity. I mean, every game is important here, but some opportunity to.
When the sun goes down, our love starts to rise. For the boys in blue and orange, a fire in our eyes. We are Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. We're the ones who bleed that copper and blue. Me and my crew, yeah. Believing in you. Oilers after dark. When the sun goes down.